Lincoln.
Come on, it's 6 o'clock. Rise and shine, rise and shine.
It's time for Early Break, brought to you by Sandhills Global, live from Lincoln, America. Here's Jake Sorensen.
Did seem kind of meh.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
Surprisingly good.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
I want to buy a couple ducks. I'm bringing 2 ducks to the office.
This is Early Break.
Good morning. Happy Friday to you, Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch on Early Break. Big show ahead. Reminder, 7 to 9 a.m. We'll have Grant Wistrom, Jason Peter here in studio. We look forward to that in an hour from now.
Yeah, fun and frivolity, probably some football talk.
Probably some of that.
I mean,
Probably
humor.
Humor, roofing.
We could talk roofing.
Yeah, we got to talk roofing.
Talk a little roofing.
I know both of those guys are really hoping some breakers brought some donuts in.
Well, just
Remember
hint,
that
hint
was-
to wink,
so
wink.
we're-
man.
We're hoping somebody comes
Just
through with
put
that.
it out there.
There's been a lot of people hoping for that. I know Jason was.
Jason's hungry.
Yes. They come in here hungry. They're still very fit, but they will enjoy a donut. So the word's out. If somebody has the time to bring by some donuts for the old black shirts, that'd be great.
Some
Just let us
Eclairs.
That's that. Yes.
Eclairs would be good.
Yes.
What a bear
Green-
claw.
Yeah.
Bear claws are good.
You like bear claws?
Sure.
Yeah, I like the
What?
old.
You like what?
Just a chocolate. Oh, I like the maple donut. When Greg gets
Maple-
that from Super Saver, oh, that's a
Well,
that's
Greg's
a donut right
boycotted
there.
the show, so I don't know if he'll be in or not. He didn't come in for Jake's birthday.
He was
Who's
here
that?
for yours though. He was here Monday.
He was here for mine.
He
That
did
was
come in for
nice.
one day this week
Greg also told us to get ready for 5 months of construction out here, and they
because the
just
bags are over the.
they just painted the lines,
Don't do this.
and
Don't do this.
and they were parking by 8:00. Steve
Very sensitive.
Steve walked in and goes, "Well, here's 5 months of life changing, life altering situation." I go, "What is it?" He goes, 5 months of construction or tearing the road up. Greg told me this morning, and then actually they just painted the lines, and by 7:50
The
you could
bags
park
are
there
off.
again.
The
Don't
bags
do
are off the
that.
Yeah.
meters.
Yeah.
I hope to God he's not listening
You
right
know,
now.
he probably is.
Oh,
So
Greg.
Greg, yeah.
Sorry, Greg. I didn't mention it to him this morning.
Yeah.
Didn't say a word about it. Didn't say a word about it. He did say that, but you doubled down on
Well,
it.
it's going to happen. There's going to
Oh,
be
you don't know that.
construction at some point. They're going to do this.
Oh, that's
this-
always happening. I can say.
I don't know
about-
when that's supposed to start. It will be a long process, but so he's on the right path. It just is not quite yet, apparently.
They painted
for
the
the
lines. They're not. They wouldn't paint the lines and then start
That's a
construction
good.
tomorrow.
That's a good point.
Yes.
Why would you do
So
that?
we
You're gonna
will
tear
not-
it up.
So we will not do the show during that time,
I
correct?
guess for a year,
A year.
I'm
of not
shutting
doing-
everything down.
shutting down
What if
for
we
a
didn't do
year.
the show for a year? All of a sudden, we're back.
The road is fixed, and we're back
road
once
is-
again.
Don't do
Did
that
you
to
miss
Greg.
us?
He's very sensitive right now. He
well,
won't
he-
even tell me. He won't even begin a weather conversation.
Well, he's missed.
I understand
a lot
that.
of those too. I understand that, but he did tell us buckle up for 5 months, and by 7:40, people were parking again on the street. Everything's just fine.
Legally too.
legally parking.
The bags
bought
were
it.
off the meters.
I bought it too completely. Like, oh,
I mean, your
God.
face when you came in with your jacket on and your
You were in a panic.
you were going like, well, get ready for this. This is a 5 month game, life altering situation.
This is going to change. I did. Well, it would. I mean, it will if it happens.
At some point, I don't know when the project starts. It is going to happen at some point. I don't know when, but it's on the radar here.
Does Jake have something on his nose or just
No,
me?
I here's what happened. The other day, I was
It
playing
was
with
way brighter yesterday.
I was playing with
Yeah.
Scotland at the house, and she scratched my nose,
Okay.
Yeah.
and so I have a big scratch on my nose.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
All right.
Yeah, it's there.
It's annoying. It won't go
Well,
away.
Address it with Grant and Jason right
The
away.
scratch on my nose.
because it otherwise they'll be
Distracting.
freaked out.
Yeah, it looks
It's like
a
a
booger.
Rudolph over here.
Yeah.
It doesn't look that bad. It really doesn't. It kind of
Well,
almost.
well, we could spot it from
You
20
can see
feet
it
away.
from a long. Yeah,
it almost
it's
looks
not-
like a dimple on your nose.
It's not a dimple. It's an annoying scratch in the center
should've
of my
got-
nostril.
Just a little bit of makeup from Elizabeth would have been fine, Jake.
You could put some makeup on there.
Yeah, put some makeup on. No one even knows.
Yeah, you know what? Not a bad idea, Bill.
Guys, why do we not have a makeup crew? 'Cause everybody else.
Connor, come
If
on.
you're on TV, there's a makeup crew. If those guys on
NET.
on all the shows like that,
Uh-huh.
Saban's getting makeup.
Yeah.
They are.
Kugler was a ton of makeup.
He's on TV a lot,
Yeah.
Yeah.
every day basically.
Yeah, makeup. No, we don't need makeup.
Be nice to have it. What if we came?
Just a battle wound, you know?
It'd be fun to come in and get into a chair every day. All right, get over here, guys. All right.
I mean, on NET, sometimes they would get my forehead because my forehead's shiny.
Yeah, you said you're oily one
Oily,
time.
And you were okay with this.
Yeah.
You said, sure.
Yeah, I mean, they did it to other guys. It wasn't just me.
Oh,
But they would pat my head.
Yeah.
I mean, they would put makeup on my head.
Yeah. Nothing wrong
Because
with
it's
that.
shiny. It's
That's
always
normal.
been shiny. If you see pictures of me in high school, like I'm shiny, my greasy. I mean, it's just, I don't know what it is.
Hygiene.
People are like that. No, it's not. It's not hygiene.
You said greasy. I have to say hygiene.
Some people have more. Some people have oily skin.
That's true. It's true.
They do. I'm one of them. You're not. I can tell.
Well, thanks, Steve. I don't know if that's good or bad.
It's not bad.
I don't think it's a bad thing at all.
Well, worlds collided yesterday.
Yes, they did.
It was interesting.
And what?
Well, I got a phone call from House Menders. There
Leighton.
was Leighton, and they needed some drill bits.
From house vendors?
Yep.
That he had not had. So I'm like, I'll run them over to you. Well, that's to Jake's house.
He's doing a project. Oh, he's doing
So
the
I
deck.
went to Jake's house. The deck
Worlds
collide. So all of a sudden, I'm at Sorensen's house.
And I didn't know he was coming over.
And it's a monstrosity. Oh man, it is insane. Then you see the deck. The deck, as Leighton said, the pictures didn't do it justice.
tried
Because
to
you
do-
would never take this job on. It's the biggest deck you've ever seen.
It is.
It's a big deck.
Oh, it's giant. But Jake's house overlooks all the neighbors, so he's the highest deck, and he gets to look down. He could yell
It's
at
an odd
he
feeling.
could yell at anybody,
Good.
and he is the monster deck. He knows that.
I can see a lot of the neighbors, which is probably not a great thing, but you know, I can say hello to them.
He could say hello to 8 people
I
from
can- yes.
where he's at.
Do you do that?
Not often. Not often.
You just wave.
So it's not the most private place, but it's good. We like it, and the deck is large. But I tried to send as many pictures as I could to Leighton to say, hey, this deck is pretty big.
And what is Leighton doing to the deck?
He power washed last
Power
night. And he's
washed.
staining it Saturday.
Yes.
Getting it stained.
Yes.
So he's not reconstructing.
No, that'd be a Randy.
Although
A
Leighton
Randy.
did say you might want to look at those stairs. He said they're a little wobbly.
They are.
going down.
Okay, the
Yeah.
question becomes,
Yeah.
why
Wrong
did he
with
need
that.
drill bits?
It was more I guess not drill bits, I guess, as far as a driver. He had some things to take out. So
Yes.
he forgot his Phillips head he had his impact drills, but he forgot his Phillips head to go with it.
So you needed a Phillips
so
screwdriver.
I jumped in on that to help out. And then I stopped over at neighbor Jim's because that's where
that was the big. I was not at the house, so
yeah.
I get a text from Elizabeth saying Bill is here. I'm like, why?
That is a lot.
Yeah.
So then I'm over at
That's
neighbor
a lot,
Jim's working
because-
on this bike for Scotland because it's diabolical. It's very difficult. I couldn't figure it out, and so neighbor Jim's son-in-law Troy used to build bikes. He randomly was randomly at the house. Was going to pick up a washer and dryer that they're going to take home because they're getting a new washer and dryer at neighbor Jim's.
Built bikes.
And he helped us with this diabolical bike for Scotland that even he said this is really difficult to put together, and it doesn't seem like it should be. It seems like it's a 3-step process. It was like 18, and now the bike is complete. So thank you to Troy and neighbor Jim for helping out, and Bill got to see neighbor Jim in the flesh.
I think neighbor Jim was a little taken back because I was kind of
He was clothed, I assume.
He had clothes on. Yeah, they all had.
Jim was clothed. Yes. He wanted me to come back. He did want to show me his tool room, and I'm like, I was kind of.
He had to go. I got to go.
It's kind of on the move.
He did invite
Jake
you
How did
back.
you decline that?
Jay got mad because he was seated by the bike.
Troy
and,
was.
and Troy was seated, and Jake's with him.
And he was
Of
Bill's
course, I
honking.
came up and I laid on the horn.
Oh, I could tell.
and-
I took one glance at Troy. So he's like, "What the hell?" I was like, "All right, Bill, like, ease off the horn."
Jake gave
He's
me
working on the bike.
yeah, Jake was
There's a lot of
very
small
taken-
parts here that could go flying if he gets
Jake
freaks
was
out.
taken back.
I was but
This
the
is
horn.
a lot. What time? I'm really interested in this. What
Ooh.
time was it?
6:36 this show.
Oh, that was after the
About
day.
6, yeah.
Yeah, end of the day.
End of the
But
day.
neighbor Jim, I'm telling you, I wish he was my neighbor. Yeah, we have great neighbors.
Yes.
I have no problem.
Yeah,
with that.
You have
LaRue.
some problems with the LaRue? I didn't know that.
Well, no problems. I got LaRue 2 days ago, and I didn't mention that one.
what?
What he does is he sits in his garage and he waits. Sometimes he'll be smoking a cigar and just kind of relaxing.
LaRue
And
is-
I start with my Toro push mower.
Okay.
and I start to mow, and he waits till I'm about 60% done. Then he backs out the 360, 40 miles an hour rider, and he whips, and he gets done before I do. And Laura goes, LaRue got done before you, and he started 40 minutes after you.
It was intentional.
Oh, yeah, he does it intentionally. He LaRue'd me. Yeah, he
Finish
waits.
up that cigar.
He waits.
Let's do this.
Waits,
I hope this isn't true.
Oh, it's
I
true.
hope it is true.
It is true.
That's hilarious.
It's okay. And I'm just out there with the Toro push mower going at it, just at that. And LaRue is just whipping at 40 miles an hour, 360 turn. It's unbelievable.
That.
Yeah. He LaRue's me. It's okay.
Got LaRue.
I got LaRue.
I guess it's okay.
Yeah.
I mean, with a cigar, tell me he doesn't have a cigar in his mouth when he's mowing.
He does, and he points at me too. He points at me.
This is where he just casually waves.
He does. Just got laughs too. It's just like, maybe someday, Bill, you'll be better financed. Maybe that's what'll happen.
This type of mower over there too.
Yeah, maybe you get
How much
that.
you think that mower has?
Oh, it's gonna
Mower,
be
9,000.
It's gotta be expensive.
9,000. I think I got mine for $350 a year ago. Yeah,
$350.
$350.
Yeah, not
Yes.
$350K, $350.
$350. Yes.
I guarantee his rider's is in the thousands.
There's no doubt about that.
It's got the air cushion seat.
Oh.
That could be a 5-digit mower.
Air cushion seat, Wi-Fi. It's got everything.
I hope he wasn't waiting.
He did. He LaRue'd me. It's all right.
He got LaRue. The man smoking a stogie in his garage. I guess I'll start mowing now. I
Gives me a
suppose.
couple of these too. Looks at his watch.
Yeah, there you go.
Looks at
There you
Oh,
go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Now hold on. Back to your deal.
Yeah.
The lesson there is don't buy a bike you have to put together. Just buy a bike. Buy a bike.
Well, we
Buy it.
bought this thing like a year ago. Didn't put it together until Scott was close to being able to use it, and it's probably still a little big for her. She can't quite use it after trying it out last night.
Yeah.
She's still about a month or two away from getting that
Just
figured
go to
out.
Cycle Works and buy a bike that's put together.
Do you think they have bikes that size for a
They have all
2-year-old?
size. They have it all, Jake. That's why there's Cycle Works.
They have to check
Think
that
about
out. Well, the bike works. The bike is going to work. It is fixed. Thank you to Troy and neighbor Jim for their help.
I'm going to
last
say
night.
right now, Jim looked very happy. Troy did not look
No, he
amused.
did. No, he did not.
All of a sudden got involved in this bike process.
you have
he
to
came
just-
over to get a washer and dryer, and all of a sudden he's involved in a 2-hour bike
Well,
process.
you know what was really upset?
Imagine you and me all of a sudden stop.
I wouldn't be happy.
No, if all of a sudden I just had to stop. If my wife said, "Hey, would you stop over at Becky's and grab this?" And all of a sudden, "Hey, while you're here, could you put my new bike together?" Out of the blue.
And it's difficult.
Now,
by
I
the way.
difficult
I
bike.
had texted neighbor Jim a few days ago saying, "Hey, I might have a small project I need your help with." I didn't say when I was going to come over. That's on me. I had no idea that when I got there, within 5 minutes, Troy and neighbor Jim's daughter would be there to pick up the washer and dryer. And I was definitely taking up their time. I said, "Jim, we can do this like tomorrow or next week. I'll leave." He's like, no. Don't be ridiculous. We're going to do this right now. So
Don't be ridiculous.
It doesn't seem like this is the right time to do this project just based on what's around me. And I feel really bad as I'm over here as you're trying to get this washer and dryer.
And neighbor Jim was
pretty funny.
This is dead serious.
He came out with an Allen wrench set, and his son-in-law is on the ground,
Yes.
and Jake's doing nothing.
I was on the ground
I mean,
monitoring this
monitor.
situation.
He was doing
learning.
nothing. Just
I was doing nothing. Nothing. I'm a dunce in these situations. I don't know.
Greg
I'm not.
Greg has noticed that all three of us are incapable
well, yes,
of situations like that.
we are.
Oh,
yeah, that
3 for 3.
I put together our power wash the other day, which wasn't very
Did
much.
you really? Good job.
Put like the wheels on, different
Yeah.
stuff, and it was. I'm
Good
be
job.
honest with you, it was really ABC. It wasn't much, but I looked at Laura like, damn right. See that?
Look at this.
Yeah.
Damn,
Look at this.
great.
Oh man.
Not so incompetent. Huh? I can do this.
See, now that's good. And I think that you should.
I was trying to learn.
You're still pretty young. I mean, you could get to about 50 where you could be proficient at
Yes,
things like that.
Things like this.
Neighbor Jim has about a million tools
Well,
in his
you
garage.
should start to build your tool shed.
It also freaked me out that where Jake
You
lives.
can do it. You're still young enough.
Yeah, where Jake
We're
lives.
done. We're out.
Yeah, where Jake lives at.
No.
Was like I've walked by his house at least 100 times.
You've walked in that street?
Yeah, from our old.
Yeah, I
from
guess
our old
it
house.
was close by.
I'd go
yeah.
out walking Sugar or myself, whatever.
You
So-
walk by his house?
Yeah, right.
That's
I
still
go-
way close by.
I,
yeah,
I,
close
put,
by.
I put it into my GPS and I'm driving. I go, hold it.
This is right
This is
by the old
basically-
place.
Hold it.
Yeah, and Gigi went to
Hold it.
school there.
Yeah.
Went to school right there.
Oh, that school that's right by his place.
Yeah, it's right there.
Gigi went there?
Yeah,
Oh,
It's like a block away.
so you
Yeah.
had to walk by his house before he lived
yeah.
there.
From our other house that we were at before
He
this
knew it
house.
before me.
He was only 6 blocks away. That'd be it. 6 blocks.
You
So when I was driving to him, I go, "This is freaking me out."
I've been here.
I bet. Yeah. I remember. You know why I walked by him. Well moneyed.
Yeah.
I go. Someday, Laura, we'll have a house like
Yeah.
this. That's what I would say. And Jake got him in his 30s.
Yeah.
Yeah, with a giant pool.
That means
And a deck.
That means you had walked by neighbor Marty's house, who was MHC moving. We smoked cigars before.
I'd like to
neighbor
see
Paul.
where you got stuck at. I wish I should have asked.
Yeah,
that.
I could have showed you that. That was down right by the middle school, down in the valley, by neighbor Dave, who still bailed me out that night,
Down in
that
the
day,
valley.
and Omar and Dave helped me that morning. That was
They don't
a
talk.
really bad day in
They don't
mid
talk
March.
anymore. We drove in like we were in Malibu.
You did.
Got here within no problem. Ellie ran the show.
And when I finally got on the roads, I'm like, there's no snow anywhere else besides this one block.
I remember Ellie
Wait,
when I got her.
what
Ellie
happened?
goes, "Hey, Jake can't make it in. He's stuck." And I'm like,
Where?
Stuck? I just drove a lot further than he did, and I didn't even see. I had the window down.
No, I'll never forget. I was telling Greg in voice warming, God dang, I thought it was going to be bad. There's nothing.
Yeah.
Damn it. It was bad in
I
that
thought
one
it was
spot of
supposed to
town.
be bad, and there's nothing. It just drove right in. Remember, then I had to drive over to Trix's. I said, I wonder what I'm going to be getting into at that driveway.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Nothing.
It was like you're in Orange County.
Yeah.
I should add, after Bill saw me and neighbor Jim, and I did meet with a friend of the show at Brewski's neighborhood bar. Saw Rick Frager. Had a beer with Rick.
Went with the okay.
And Rick has
Okay,
chimed in
this
this
is-
morning. He says, I had a quick beer with Jake last night. He says, at the bar, we had breakers saying hello to him. It's true. We had people saying hi and wanting to buy beers. And then I left early. And then, as Rick says, when he left, someone yelled Randy at him, saying he was just hanging out with me.
He yelled
So
Randy
yeah.
at Rick Frager.
Yes, he did. That's exactly what happened. I had departed before that, and he says that somebody yelled Randy at him without me even being there. He says he says it was a lot to deal with.
It is funny.
That would be.
It is funny that people yell Randy at us all the time, and none of us are named Randy.
No,
This
but-
all of
and
a
then Rick
sudden-
Frager has
Rick
Randy
Frager-
yelled
Rick
at him.
Frager.
And then Jake says, and then Jake says that he is totally neutral on any sort of.
He told me
Yeah.
once, he was like, hey, tell the guys that I told you, criticize him as much as you humanly can,
Oh, yeah.
because I do the same myself.
Well, then you'll overcompensate.
I will
which
not.
is-
No, I'm
which
not
is
going to
another form of
overcompensate.
being unobjective.
Sudden next.
I'm not. I will
You'll
be
overcompensate.
professional.
If you overcompensate, that's not being objective
I
either. You know
understand.
that.
It's a bad
Yeah.
place to
Yeah.
be in. But
You're in a bad spot there,
Can you
Rick.
see next year? All of a sudden, all of a sudden he goes 0 for 12, fouls out.
what do I say?
Man, what energy!
I thought he was great.
He gave it his all.
I thought he was great.
Yeah, I thought
He
He'll
played
look
good-
over there. and say,
I thought it was great.
He played great defense. What are you talking about? Greatest. Look at the rebounds. Look at the assists.
He's doing it right now.
Yeah, see, you're not objective.
I'll be objective.
You and
I
Rick
promise.
Frager.
We had a
Did you
beer.
guys have like an appetizer?
Well, he had chips. I was about to go. I was kind of in the
You
dog.
guys had an appetizer.
I was kind of in the doghouse. But I had about 20 minutes to be
Why
there.
were you hold it? Elizabeth is mad you're meeting with
No,
Rick
not
Frager.
that. It was before that. I also
Did you mouth off
no. I
a
had
little bit.
I had a beer with Carson Schott yesterday as well. And I was there a little bit
Just
long.
Step out of the room for a second so me and Steve can talk
We gotta
privately.
talk, yeah.
Well,
we need to talk privately.
Well, I played
Yeah,
tennis.
me and
I played
I'm-
tennis at
just go.
noon, and then I met with Carson. We were
so you and
talking about
Carson
some
were getting
stuff.
just hammering beers at 1 o'clock.
Hammering a beer,
Yeah.
a beer.
He met with Carson Schott and Rick Frager.
Yeah, I don't know if the people, the Peds, want to know that Carson was having a beer at 1 o'clock. But it's still in his
That was
suit.
at 2 o'clock. To be fair,
Okay.
two.
Peds, give him some time.
Yeah, he was. Was he? No, he was in a regular poll. He was. Maybe he wasn't working yesterday. Maybe that was his
Oh, that
half
could
day.
be.
That could be one of his 4.5 day weeks. That was his half day. Was yesterday, obviously. He worked
How
until
about
noon.
Jake?
The problem was that I was with Carson for too long.
I
And
met
then
with Greg McVeigh.
I failed to be back in time to help with something she wanted me
I
to
didn't
help
meet
with.
with anybody. I don't even have a job.
Wow.
So I got yelled at yesterday. It was
Did
rightfully so.
Elizabeth? There was raised voices.
And it's fine. She has every right to yell at me in that way. I did go a little long with Carson, and I was there to help to take the grill off the deck for the power washing
That's
process.
why she was mad, wasn't it?
Well,
It
I was going to pick up Scotland, and I
Yeah, hold it.
Wait a
And
second.
I could
Hold it,
have, but
time
she
out.
went early.
So
and
you
I'm the
didn't pick
bad
up-
guy here.
You
Yeah,
had to let Scotland know. I mean, you had to let Elizabeth know I can't pick up Scotland. I'm drinking beers with Carson Schott.
No, here's the.
I also played tennis.
No, what she knew about the tennis,
And
she
I'm
knew-
also meeting Rick Frager later.
She knew I was meeting with all these people. It's just that I didn't.
You didn't do anything
no,
as a husband.
I didn't
really
give
all
her
day.
enough. I didn't give her information on how long I was going to be with Carson, and that's my fault. I did not communicate. That's on
That's
me.
fine. You're fine.
But then she was mad because she was getting stained for the deck, which was actually had a Sherwin-Williams paint store, which was right by where I was at. She took a picture of my car. I was like, she said, "Are you at the press box?" I said, "Yeah, I am." I told you I was going to get a beer with
That's
Carson.
trouble. That's trouble.
That's trouble.
And
If
your
your
wife's
wife's taking a picture of your car, this is an A1.
Oh,
this might be one of the best idle chit chats.
I am fully in the wrong, and I should have
We
communicated
had
better.
Rick Frager. We had Carson Schott. We had neighbor Jim. We had a situation with
I played tennis
with-
yesterday
played
too.
tennis, but yet he found a way to a
Got the
bar, and his
doghouse.
wife took pictures of his car.
She did.
Are you at the press box?
And I said, yes, I told you I was going to get a beer with Carson. She was aware of that. I didn't tell her where I was going. That shouldn't matter.
What hotel are you staying at this week?
It's the fact that
Let's call the Hamptons.
I
Right?
didn't
They're not
give an
very
update.
busy.
Right over here, Jake.
You look
All
over
right,
right now.
I'll go over
breakfast,
here.
The breakfast line is not lined up out the door.
I'll
tell you that.
Get the
She took
Hampton.
a picture of the car.
Yeah.
It wasn't. She knew I was out with him. It's just the fact she was getting the stain from that exact paint store.
I don't
I
care.
could have
I don't
picked it
care.
up.
Yeah.
She took the photo. That is
The
amazing.
photo was taken.
Whoa, that's hardcore.
I'm gonna
I was
text
in the doghouse. That's fine. I deserved it. I think I'm out of it. I don't know if I am still in. I'll be fair.
You know what? It
I
was-
didn't turn on to any sort of golf. I'm not playing golf today. I got
No, you're not. No, you're
husband
not
and
playing
father's
golf.
duty today. So no, I'm not playing.
That is an amazing revelation.
Thank you.
That she took the photo.
She did. Well, I wasn't trying to hide that. She knew I was getting a
I
drink
know
with
that.
Carson.
It's just a power play by your wife.
It was.
That's a power
I
move.
could have still picked up Scotland. It was 4:20. I mean, pick her up before 5:00, and so there was plenty of time. But the
So
point was
instead of-
already made.
So instead of picking up your daughter early for some daughter time, you went and got beers
I
at
did.
the press box.
I did take Scotland to Brewski's though, and she was with Rick Fraker and myself. And Rick,
Scotland went with you. Okay.
because I had to escape the doghouse.
This is the most interesting idle chit chat we've ever
So
had.
exactly, this is what happened last
By
night.
far.
This is exactly what happened.
Take Scotland with it.
She went to Brewski's and
Because he's in trouble.
She was
he had
trying to
take
feed
his
me
daughter
chips.
to Brewski's with Rick Frager, and they yelled Randy at him. Frager.
after I had left, they yelled Randy at him. Now, someone yelled Randy when we were sitting together. And another person apparently yelled Randy as he departed Brewski's, and I was long gone at that point.
How about Jake meeting with Carson Schott and Rick Frager?
The same day.
After I had lost to tennis to Brian Adams, not the singer.
Brian Adams, he's from Canada.
Yeah.
But not this Brian Adams. Yes, that Brian Adams is from Canada. Not
That's
this.
like a
You
knife,
did
Brian Adams?
You did no work yesterday.
I did work. I had to work.
DP know any of this?
DP know any of this? When
I
we
had
went
a
through
busy
it-
morning.
We go through your day. You were drinking at 2:00 in the afternoon
That was
after a tennis game.
That was a business
and
meeting.
after, yeah. So this,
Business meeting with
I'm
Carson.
pretty
talking-
sure I did more for the ticket than you did.
I'm
yesterday.
100%. I know I did.
We were
I didn't do
talking
anything.
about advertising and all sorts of good stuff. with
Oh,
Carson.
yeah.
Oh yeah, that's what it was. You're telling me you didn't discuss the baseball? And
Oh, there was
softball
discussion.
situation?
Oh, we discussed that for sure. But there was some. It was a business meeting.
I can't get over Frager and Schott
Yeah.
in one day.
It was a good day, and I lost 6-1, 6-2 in tennis. I
Oh,
played
you won.
better, but I lost.
You won some games. That's
I
good.
did not get blanked yesterday. That's the only good news.
I'd like to
of
get
that.
this lifestyle right now. Because right now, when the show's over, Jake's got about 1 hour work. Then
No,
he's
I'm
off
working
on,
a full day
Then
today.
he's off on Jacobpalooza. Yeah. Well,
I'm
Any peds meeting?
people,
Are you meeting?
no,
at a
no
ped?
peds today. not that I'm aware of.
Sean,
No,
Tom,
not Tom.
did you meet with Swigert
I
at
did
all?
not meet with Swigert at all yesterday. Who knows what happens today?
Did you
No-
meet with Will Bolt?
I don't know. I did not meet with Will.
Okay.
Bolt wasn't
Oh,
there.
Jake's profile growing.
Growing, yes, very much.
Someone says, Jay says, wow, Jake lives the best life. Golf, tennis, beers with high profile people,
Yes.
watches other people work on his house,
Yeah.
and bikes.
And bikes, yes. Jake did no manual work. He hired everything
Well,
out.
there will be compensation for
Yeah.
house menders. Now, neighbor Jim does not accept compensation. I would gladly give him something, but He just likes mentions on the show. So that's his compensation. Thank you, neighbor Jim. He also mowed the yard on Tuesday. I did not ask for that. He did that himself. But I thank him for it.
This is a very startling conversation to me. Wow. I'm good job.
I'm with you. I hope you hold this together. It didn't seem like I felt it was icy when I got there. I could sense it. Elizabeth put up.
It probably was. If you talked, it probably was a little bit.
It was a little icy.
It was a little awkward.
It wasn't like, hey,
because at that point I was 1,000,000% in the doghouse, and rightfully, I'm not pushing back. It was fully on me. I'm not fighting. I'm not fighting this at all.
It was icy. I remember I left pretty quick.
Bill had to get out of there.
Jay, come on.
Yeah.
Today you need to.
I'm the work day. Yeah, I'm working all day today.
When I stopped over at neighbor Jim's, I know that Jake had been on an all-day bender.
It wasn't a
and
bender.
Had another bender to go from there.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. I had one beer at both places. That's it. One.
2 o'clock.
I was actually very responsible.
Can you imagine?
No, you and me.
No, never.
One.
Hey.
1 and 1.
Hey,
2 on the day total.
Hey, Sip, whip into the Applebee's over at Gateway quick. Why? Have a beer.
Let's have a beer.
Mike,
even if Carson was going to be there, I'd feel weird about it.
Pastor Mike says his Dr. Love in the house. He needs him today.
Yes.
Might need some love today.
I might need Dr. Love. Anything else? Idle chit chat for you guys.
I got nothing
not
even approach.
Not after that. I don't even want to bring anything up. I could have done something remarkable, and I can't even. Know the room.
Yeah.
Oh,
well,
boy.
that is Idle Chit Chat, sponsored by our friends at 738 Ag.
Joey!
They don't guess, they game plan using soil tests, yield maps, and field data.
The
they help
fertilizer.
farmers call the right shots for their ground. Learn more today at 738agllc.com.
Joey, let us know about this. Is one of the most. Think what they're dealing with now as farmers. We know we had the situation. We had wildfires out west, and then we had this moisture issue, which still is a major issue. But we also had temperatures in the mid-90s in March and April, and now we're back to frost warnings.
30s.
Yeah, now we're back to frost warnings.
30s tonight.
So I'm like, what? That is a lot for a farmer to deal with. That's a lot to deal with.
It is.
Yes.
Joe, if anybody can deal with it, is Joey. Now, so
steady hand Joey.
You weren't in any haunts yesterday when Pillin walked up and tapped you on the shoulder.
Yeah, we did.
Did not see the governor yesterday at all.
Were you when you were with Carson? Did you get a phone call from Ross Dellinger?
Oh, did not get any.
Did Marty call you at all?
No phone calls from Marty. Nothing from Coach Bolts yesterday. Yes. Nothing from Double Nickel. We'll see him today at 7, but no, I didn't get a call.
Is there anyone coming in with donuts that the guys would like to know?
Nothing yet. It's 6:28. We have no food. It's fine. We can survive.
The whole show sounds awkward. Right now.
They're very interesting.
That's a life.
What's the best
idle
chit chat we've ever had?
It's a day in the life.
A day in the life.
It was icy.
It was so icy. I did not.
I'm sure. I bet it was icy.
I'm thinking
actually like probably real, very real. I bet.
Well, she took a picture of your car at a bar.
He got you bad.
I wasn't trying to hide.
No,
yeah,
I know.
I'm here.
It's just a power move by her.
It was a power move.
That's big time. If Laura did that, if I'd be freaked out.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Even if you're doing nothing wrong, you at that moment you're like, oh boy, did I do anything?
You could be. It could be your birthday. You still be like going, hang on.
I know.
Oh, hang on here.
When that text comes,
yeah.
Here's your car.
Yeah,
I know where you're at.
Jake, I love it.
We'll see if I'm out of the doghouse or further in it. I have no idea now. What else do we do? What else do we do on Fridays after Idle Chit Chat?
The call.
Roll call. Text us right now your name, your age, where you're listening from, and what fourth item today from the Breakers.
Rekindled weekend. Rekindled weekend. What should Sip and Trixie do on their first date? What should they do on their first date on Rekindled weekend? I've got to take
getting texts from people
next weekend. Next weekend, I think you guys should go to Junk Stock. Because you can walk around, you can talk. There's things to look at. So there's other things. Other breakers would be out there.
Trixie would like that.
Yeah, see?
With Junk Stock, it is.
She would love. So I think that's so. Anybody that has an
watch
idea,
the Derby this weekend together.
I got a text from a breaker yesterday that said, "I'm praying for you, Trixie."
That's so good.
Did you respond?
Trixie would say, "I'm praying for him to go away."
Yeah,
that's what she would say.
Oh, like I said, I talked to the president of Olson Engineering the other day. And it was
Brian Beckman.
Brian Beckman, and first thing Beckman said was like, "Man, that section with Trixie was incredible," and it was good because the magic was back.
Oh, stop!
So please text in. What would be your idea of a dream date on Rekindled weekend?
Well, I'm seeing off the bat on YouTube. Coach Marlborough says, age 26, Lincoln, Cheesecake Factory and kick the soccer ball with your boots on as well.
That's not a bad idea.
Bring back some memories
Bring
here.
back memories. The injury, yes. And then let's not forget during the show that Steve asked Trixie to feel his upper thigh.
That did happen. That did. We have
please
footage
feel
of that.
my upper thigh.
And she said no. Nels in Montana, age 48. How about bonfire and catfishing on the Platte River?
Not a bad idea.
You are a son of the Platte.
Son of the Platte.
David writes in.
And
I don't know
from Renew.
Yeah, from David from Renew. You should take Trixie to the Tubbery. Better times. Is that
where's the Tubbery?
Is that on the up and up?
There used to be a hot tub building. You could take your date to
in Lincoln,
in Lincoln, and you could get into a jacuzzi with your date. Yeah, that's sanitary. That sounds great.
Were there a lot of hot
Yeah,
tubs?
a lot of hot tubs. You go to the Tubbery.
When was this?
Oh, this is back in the 80s.
Where was it at?
I don't know.
I need to know more about the Tubbery. I have to know about the Tubbery right now.
I forgot all about it.
Oh,
obviously.
my God.
Obviously, David from Warhorse was there.
David from Anderson, Warhorse Renew, our friend. Genghis in Texas says, ride the Harley with her.
Yeah, that's not bad. Get on the hog and just let it ride.
Kurt.
This is not appropriate.
Kurt says, age 34.
Totally.
It's not. But go ahead.
Kurt says, age 34, listing from Bakersfield, California.
Oh,
right
Bakersfield too. Oh, whoa. 4:32 in the morning. Streets of Bakersfield.
He says, perhaps a game at Madsen's Bowling and Billiards.
Another great idea.
Love
These
on the
ideas
lanes.
are real. Love on the lanes.
Love on the lanes.
These are all legit
all coming
ideas.
around. Sarah, text in.
Sarah might show up today. Just saying.
Don't tease me on that
saying.
one.
Travis in Panama City Beach, age 56, dinner and drink, simple but effective.
Yes.
Scott says,
have it old fashioned.
Scott says, go to Scooters.
Yeah.
Have coffee at Scooters.
Coffee at Scooters.
Yeah, we talk about all the issues.
Les in Lincoln says, go fishing. That's two people that want you to go fishing.
Yeah,
now.
we could
Not
do
a
that.
bad
She
idea.
could do that.
No,
I
Eric.
can see Trixie fishing.
Yeah, Trixie can fish.
Now Eric says, go to Vegas. You two
Yes.
really rekindle things there. The
Bound
fly
chicka
is back
bound
in, by
bound.
the way.
Yeah, it's a monster
The
fly.
fly is still in here. Damn horse fly. Tim in Dallas, the Omaha Zoo, then the casino for you guys.
Not a bad idea.
That's a good
These
day.
are really good ideas.
The zoo is a killer date.
That's a good day.
Go
These
see
are good ideas.
Go see the
That's
penguins.
several hours too at the zoo.
Yeah.
If you make it several hours.
It's a big place.
Oh,
Paul,
it's a big place.
Paul in Kansas says go-kart track in Kansas City, 100%. Do that. Go-karts.
These dates. What I hope too is the breakers are writing some of this stuff down. A go-kart track for a date is in.
These are like legit ideas.
Pretty good. Robert in Oklahoma says go on a bike ride stop in Manawa.
Just keep moving.
Actually, don't
Keep
quite-
it moving.
Oh.
Keep it moving from that one. Yeah, I'm going to walk away from that one.
Okay, Bob in Montana. I'm sorry, I should have read that. Bob in Montana. Good morning, guys.
Hi, Jake.
No
That's
comment.
why you're in trouble.
I'm back. Now I'm in the triple doghouse over here. Chet in Nebraska City. They should hop on the hog and go antiquing, then go for a nice dinner to Applebee's.
Antiquing. She would love that.
Antiquing.
A dinner and a movie from Kevin. Simple.
Yeah, simple.
Nothing wrong with it.
Buster at Air Park. Take a motorcycle ride to Columbus.
Oh, it goes through
Your hometown.
I know, but still how nice. Now, where would you go?
I'd take her by each of my houses we lived in.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
That'd be romance.
Yeah.
That's now we're talking.
Now there's two, so
wouldn't take that long then. There's only two. You made it sound like you guys were 9 houses.
No, we had two.
How about this? Doug says, how about a drive-in movie?
No, three.
Oh.
We did. Hey, wait a second. We did have three.
Where can you do a drive-in movie?
Oh, there's a lot of them. Neely still has theirs.
Okay, go up to
Where
Neely.
else is available? There's several. And then Sip, you could use like the back of your truck, and you get a couple lounge chairs, cooler, get some Trulies.
Hey, I want to change the subject a little bit.
Why?
Getting info from Jake. This is Teddy Prohaska's grandpa. Getting info from Jake is like squeezing water out of a towel. The more you squeeze, the more information you get. Rarely volunteers it. You got to keep pressing.
You got to keep pressing. It took a while. It took a while to get to the Scotland was with him in the bar.
That's a pretty good. That's a pretty good text there.
That was amazing.
Well, how about Jake knew if he didn't take Scotland to that
I was
left
dead.
Scotland while he went to another bar. Well, but remember this is all going on while he has hired people doing his deck.
Why they're getting compensated for paying him.
Still, you could have maybe done it yourself.
All right, what's a
Jake.
big project?
Yeah, you could have maybe.
Well, I
done it
had
yourself.
a person that was going to do it.
Yeah.
He backed out, and so we wanted to get it done. And
Well, yeah, because you sent false pictures out. How late? And
Oh,
said,
this
right,
guy
I
knew.
get a text right away. It's a lot of deck. It's like,
I said,
It
are you
was-
sure you can do this?
oh yeah, it was. He definitely.
Jake left the premises.
he left.
I did depart.
People were working
I was
on his house, and he left. He moved a grill and said, "Good luck." And I'm going to go drink.
get a beer with Frager.
I'm going to go with Frager and get beers. I've already had a bunch already with Carson.
One and one. Go to Early Bird for brunch, have
Yeah,
a movie,
good.
and then get dinner at Ruhlman's. It's a good day.
That's a
It's
lot of
private.
eating. I mean, that's a lot of
I
food.
tell you, I could get a little. Yeah.
Dates.
Is it?
It's dates.
Yeah.
How about if someone says, Jock Strip says, go to Madsen's for bowling, then go axe throwing
Axe
downtown.
throwing's a good
Axe
idea.
throwing.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Jock strap.
Sean and Eagle says Derby watch party. That's a good idea.
Not bad at
That's
all.
tomorrow.
These are really good ideas.
I
Lou,
hope there's some single people listening to this.
now, Lou is 81 years old in Orlando, our oldest texter. He
You
says,
don't know that, by the way.
oldest texter,
Oldest
the one that
texter.
identifies his age. Yes, he is the oldest.
We have older listeners. We know that because Ron listens at age 90, almost
True,
91.
but doesn't text in.
No.
I don't know.
He
that
says
you-
a nice dinner and a movie, old school.
okay.
Go
Go
old school.
old school for this. Columbus, there's a Big Bird says go bowling at Madsen's. That's
Yeah.
3 now for Madsen's.
Bowling's really big.
Let's see, Sean in Omaha says walk bullet together wearing matching blankets.
God, the breakers remember
Thank you,
everything.
Sean.
It's
It's
funny.
beautiful.
The breakers remember everything.
Jesse said you could go to the UNL rodeo, make sure Hayden's on time for his production.
and
Be
it
there
was,
by 6.
and it was simple, if you would, please.
Hey, and it starts at 7. Can you be there by 6?
Try to. You said you actually
Try
try
to be
to be there by 6.
Try to be there
He
by
had no idea there was a go. His eyes. He was amazed as anyone, like why he was here and if there was a rodeo. He had no idea.
Try to be there by 6. Bike ride on the Mopac.
Okay, so you
Fine.
did that the other day.
Fitness there. Rick and Susie from Hudson
Center.
Bulldogs. They
Center
said, how about
Nebraska.
go to GI, horse races, and casino?
There you go. That's a great idea. These are good ideas.
Because
This
you'd
is
be
interesting.
able to walk around where you worked and show her all the stuff.
Yep.
You can show her where you got locked in your room, that
Yeah.
room up there.
Yeah.
You got to break a window to get out.
Window to get out. Yeah, you're right.
Uh,
do that.
Gavin and Pender attend a Columbus baseball game.
That wouldn't
Happy
be bad.
birthday, Sipple.
All of a sudden,
Columbus baseball.
June, and you're at a Legion game in Columbus.
That would throw people.
Why is
That
Sip
would.
here?
Who has the Sips here? He's with Trixie.
That would throw people for a loop. Oh, look at this.
Yeah.
We have some
There's
action.
Greg. What's he doing there?
We have some action.
Doing something with
Greg,
the
I'm
sun.
surprised he showed up
He's
after
hanging something from the
Yeah.
sign outside.
after you harangued him.
What? You're the one who told me. Hey, Greg told me this. Yeah.
Someone says, have McSafety take you sailing. That'd be a great date. We know McSafety loves
Imagine
to sail.
McSafety. What if he makes both?
That's a great date.
What if he makes you throw on the cargo shorts?
Who wrote
I
that?
don't know who said that.
That's incredible. Have McSafety.
McSafety.
How do they know? Have we
McSafety's a
mentioned
sailor.
That-
Might have.
Oh,
it.
that's Chris. That's his friend Chris who just texted in.
okay.
Wishing you were
Chris from the
fishing.
bank, wishing was fishing,
Fishing.
just said, have McSafety take you sailing.
That would be incredible.
You know what? Not a bad
Just
idea.
whipping around,
Romantic.
just whipping around
With
McConaughey.
McSafety.
With
Not a
McSafety.
bad idea at all, really.
I haven't seen him forever.
By the way, Corey says the Tubbery was still around in the late 90s. It was in the Haymarket.
Yeah, the Tubbery.
I-
You go in.
I need to see
that
this.
thing just have.
Send
I
me
mean,
more info on the Tubbery, please.
Yes, the
You could do it
Tubbery.
with a date.
Oh, yeah, that's what the whole. I was hoping to be with the date. If you kind of went by yourself, it'd be weird. Hey, you guys got an empty tub?
How about this one? Dual.
You're right.
How about dual naps at the embassy lobby? Like whole
They
time.
remember everything.
Oh, people are
People
good.
do.
They're on top of this.
They do.
Look at what Greg's hanging here. Look what he's hanging.
It's got your tennis racket.
He's hanging an
the-
old
It's
racket.
a racket.
Yeah, the Chris
Jake,
Everett.
okay.
Okay, what is going on?
It says, Jake, if you're not going to practice, then make. I can't see
It's
what.
blowing.
It's
Yeah.
blowing. And yeah,
Then make an
Making
equipment something is in order.
God,
Oh,
remember we
an,
talked
an,
about those.
an equipment upgrade is in order.
look at that. Look at the
Well, the deal was to make the anti-warp because if you just left your racket, it would warp. So that's what you do.
He's so mad.
Yeah,
he's so mad.
If you're not going to practice, then maybe an equipment upgrade is in order.
Look at
says
that
Greg.
racket. Look
Yes.
at that racket.
Yes.
Look at that old racket.
I hope he brought something down for the guys.
Did you ever those racket brackets? Marty had those.
Yeah, Marty was a state champion.
Yeah, we had those. I always felt they were odd.
There's 4 wing nuts on them.
Yeah.
They're wing nuts.
I knew you'd know about that.
The Tubbery was
Back to the Tubbery.
Well, the Tubbery is basically where Tipsy Tina's is at, right? 8th and P.
Okay.
Is that right? South side of the street.
Is that right?
So it was just named.
Imagine the plumber that got hired. Hey, I need to run some water in here. What do you got? We're going to have 8 hot tubs in here.
I've never heard of the
Yes.
Tubbery in my life until
Customers
today.
could come in and
They
sit.
come in, yes.
Really odd. I mean, is there towels and everything?
Probably towels. Imagine all that. People serving cocktails. So you're in a jacuzzi.
They serve you cocktail.
Yes.
Wow.
I've never heard of the Tubbery.
I've
Thank you.
never-
Thank
nor
you.
have I.
I've learned something new today. You were in Lincoln for
I know, and
when
I
the
didn't.
Tubbery was near.
That was very, yes.
I can tell you right now that I had no idea.
Well, we both learned something today then.
Yeah.
That is the roll call sponsored by Madsen's Bowling and Billiards. Go see Sarah, the spirit animal of Lincoln, just south of 48th and Holdridge in Lincoln. Billiards, karaoke. I mean,
Spirit animal.
the EJ's Bar and
You
Lounge,
think she
incredible
might
food.
stop by?
She might stop by today. It was a rumor. It was a rumor.
Ron Carroll, Earl, and Sweeney there
Yes.
playing high level pool. By the way, they play high level pool. Dudes,
Do you play high level pool?
No, I'm not very good at pool. I'm not. I never have been. I don't know why.
Problem is when you get into one of those games and you're okay in pool and they're real pool players, it's not much fun.
No.
You just get
Yeah, you just get
absolutely
destroyed.
You get destroyed.
No, you know who's a good pool player is Greg. Greg's real. He was a shark.
Yeah.
You know, and I've played him.
Pool
It's a
shark.
joke. It's a joke when I play him.
We'll have to check that
It's
out.
almost embarrassing for me.
We did have some news before we get to break. There's a Nebraska basketball did add a person to its roster, a player from South Dakota State, 6'10", 245-pound big man Damon Wilkinson via DeSmets,
Yeah.
South Dakota.
I didn't watch the film.
Averaged 13.9 points a game last year. Started 19 of 32 games, so not expected to start here likely, but that's a great depth piece off
like
the
it.
bench at least.
We've gotten a lot bigger.
Yes, yeah.
Size.
Yeah, it's a big.
It's a big league, though.
Yeah.
It is. You know that.
They kept, they keep Leo Curtis around to get Cap. He was 6'10" from Boston
6'11".
College, 6'11" from Boston College, and 6'10" Damon Wilkinson from South
Are
Dakota
we looking
State.
at some back to the basket basketball? Oh, I'd love to see it. In the championship game, you saw it.
We saw it in the Big
tournament.
Ten this
Yeah,
year.
we saw it in the Big Ten. We saw it all year. It
Yeah.
was nice to see.
They are big. Leo Curtis is 7'2".
Yes, he is.
Capkey is
6'11",
6'11". This guy's 6'10". I didn't watch this.
and Sam Orm is 6'9".
Yeah, they got some size.
Yes.
But look at who won the national championship.
Michigan.
How big were they? They're gigantic.
They're gigantic.
dudes.
They're gigantic.
The guy that transferred in from UCLA, Mara.
Yeah,
And
7'3",
Yeah,
7'4", whatever he is.
running the court.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah.
I mean, Yaxel. Oh man,
don't have it pulled up. Sorry.
don't worry about it. Wow, that was an interesting
Yeah.
first 45 minutes.
Yes.
Also, I've gotten a photo sent in from Elizabeth
Uh-oh.
of the car.
Yeah.
I got Elizabeth sent, I
That's
sent
the photo.
I sent a text out.
Now,
And
this
there's
is chilling.
yeah, then
You
there's
sent it, all right.
and there's Jake's. There it is. There's the Accord
That's chilling.
right there. There's
That is, you
And
know, you're in
Well,
trouble.
I was still in conversation, but why is she sending a picture of my car? I was talking with Carson, and I realized, okay, this is a situation I am in trouble
yeah,
here.
yeah. You are.
So,
Even if she's lighthearted about
Yeah.
it, it's still a
Yeah.
photo of your car from your wife.
are
Yeah,
you at
that's
the
never
press
good.
box? Yes.
it's
Why?
never like I was so excited when I saw your car at a bar.
Not what that is.
No,
I thought you just
that.
stop in and say hi.
God, I love it.
Opposite
Though.
of
She
that.
didn't stop in and say hi because she had to stop and get the stain you were supposed to pick up.
She didn't tell me that.
Yeah. She went and did that. And
My
then
fault.
Instead of picking your daughter up, you were at the bar.
I was about to go pick her up, and she,
That
I'm not going to dig myself in more of a hole.
I am
You're in quite a pickle
Yep,
right now.
I'm dad and father today. No, dad and
He's
husband
looking up.
today. Same
Why is
thing.
he looking up?
Dad and
Why is he
husband
looking
today.
at the 6th floor of the Hampton when he said that?
That's my room over there.
nerves.
You better get that room.
Before we get to break, if you were hungry for breakfast, brunch, or lunch in downtown Lincoln, where should the breakers go on this Friday morning?
Problem bird.
Early Bird's open
Jake's
right
a
now
problem.
at 19th and K with free and
Early
spacious
Bird.
parking. They have breakfast tacos, breakfast nachos, chicken fried steak, which is smothered waffles, French toast, pancakes, and the world famous hash holes.
Hash holes.
Hash hole.
Stop by today, Early Bird, 19th and K, open every day till 2
They
p.m.
yelled Randy at Rick Prager.
They did. Aging Gracefully is next on Early Break on the Ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Sandhills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Unearth the secret to long-lasting tires at Tread's Central Tire Pros, a league apart in commitment, service, and expertise. This isn't just about rubber meeting the road, but trust, safety, and surety converging in perfect harmony. This is where expectations are exceeded every time. Make your appointment today at Tread Central Tire Pros, just south of Cortland on Highway 77, or visit our website to explore our services. Remember, when it comes to tires, choose Tread Central Tire Pros because we tread differently.
Concrete Industries has immediate openings for production laborers, operators, and drivers. Earn great pay starting at $21.50 per hour, plus health benefits, 401k, paid time off, and more. Right now, production laborers can earn a $1,500 hiring bonus, and drivers are eligible for a $2,500 hiring bonus. No experience? No problem. Concrete Industries offers on-the-job training and opportunities to grow your career. Start your future today. Visit concreteindustries.com.
Well, I'm an interior designer. A lot of builders don't have designers on staff. I'm included with our Aspen package and can make your home more custom to your taste, your needs, and your wants.
Rachel's our interior designer at Aspen Builders. She's one of the reasons that makes us really good at what we do. I'm Bob Benish, and we absolutely love how Rachel takes care of our clients.
I think the biggest challenge with building is a lot of clients are worried about all the choices. When they come in, they kind of have a deer in the headlights look. I like to ask people at the end, so what did you think? And usually they pause and they say, you really broke it up, kept it simple. We just did one meeting at a time, so I wasn't looking at all the decisions I had to make. I had plenty of time to decide things. You walked me through it all. It made it simple.
Make your dream a reality and call Aspen Builders at 423-6811. Online at aspenbuildersinc.com. Your dream home is waiting at Aspen Builders.
Graham Tire presents life's greatest adventures.
Okay, take the worm, put it on the hook. Now bring your pole back and throw it forward. And just let the fish come to you.
I got a bite! It's a big one, Dad!
Great road trips start with great service. Graham Tire, your tire store next door, with 5 convenient Lincoln locations, getting you to the places that matter most.
Bagels and Joe is the best place to start off your mornings, and you can order your breakfast ahead of time on their app. You can't go wrong with one of their great bagel sandwiches or breakfast burritos. Stop by any of their 4 locations in Lincoln and their location in Seward. Bagels and Joe.
Get as loud as you can for Monster Jam!
The one and only Monster Jam. Packed with stunts, smiles, and jaw-dropping skills. See the world's best drivers tear up the dirt in your favorite Monster Jam trucks, like Gravedigger, El Toro Loco, Megalodon, and more. Only at Monster Jam. Coming to Pinnacle Bank Arena this Saturday and Sunday. Brought to you by BKT Tires. Visit monsterjam.com today.
At Raising Cane's, we hand batter every chicken finger, mix every cane sauce, butter every Texas toast, stir every slaw, and salt every fry. Because when you do it right, you can taste it in every bite. Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
Hey everyone, this is Austin Orman from Old School with Foreman and Orman, live from 1040 O Street in the heart of downtown Lincoln, weekdays from 3 to 6 p.m. My favorite thing about downtown Lincoln has to be the year-round energy. Downtown Lincoln never stops. It's easy to get to, has everything you could need or want in dining, entertainment, and retail, and of course it has Lincoln's best sports talk, proudly located in downtown Lincoln on the corner of 11th and O.
This message is brought to you by the Downtown Lincoln Association and 93.7 The Ticket.
MHC isn't a new company, just a new name. Moe's Moving is now Moe's Home and Commercial. Whether moving across town or across the state, MHC Moving has you covered, specializing in home, apartment, assisted, and independent living moves. MHC can handle your commercial moves as well. MHC Moving has 0 hidden fees. You'll never pay for same-day booking or be charged for stairs, heavy items, or elevator fees. Rates are the same Monday through Saturday, and you will never pay a truck or fuel surcharge. And they offer payment plans through PayPal. Call MHC Moving today at 402-853-7167 or go to mhcmoving.com.
We're on the air.
Well, party's starting early today, isn't it?
To more of Early Break.
Simple, you are an idiot.
On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
I cannot grill this weekend because my grill is inside with the deck being stained. I look forward to seeing the deck finish and grilling next week, though, Bill. If you don't have your grill moved inside and are looking for a great way to celebrate the Derby or the marathon or the start of summer and spring, I'd go to the smokehouse and grab some meats for the grill.
Meats.
Sausage, of course, you can get smoked salmon, smoked turkey, smoked hams as well. Beef sticks, beef jerky if you're just trying to snack on the golf course. Been around since 1984. The Smokehouse at Super Saver and Russ's Market. And the Polish Party Pack.
The Polish Party. And
$10.
You have teased us that this might appear. There might be some
Brian,
sort of
Brian
meats.
told me that there's a chance that either today or next week we will have...
Did Brian quit listening to the show?
No, Brian's still listening to the show. He's busy, but if he's around Lincoln, it could be today he stops by. It could be next week. But he has promised at some point to deliver food of some capacity from the Smokehouse for us to enjoy.
Yeah, that sounds good.
That'd be nice. But today's a day of celebration, Steve and Jake. That I should mention like that. It's May 1st.
Yes.
Remember the old May Day
God,
baskets?
yeah.
May Day.
Like that.
Is it May Day?
It's May Day.
Nobody does it anymore, do they?
Nobody even mentioned
Is
it.
anyone doing it? Is anyone doing May Day?
402-464-5685. Are you putting May baskets on your neighbor's porch?
You should.
That was a standard issue and that's where life's gone a little south.
Oh,
a lot south.
A little south.
A lot of
places,
yeah.
It really, if you go back to it, it all comes back to the May Day basket. That's when things started to drift. Connor, did you deliver May Day baskets?
Yes, it's a yes or a no.
I don't know what that is.
What does he say? He received?
Yeah.
You received them?
No, you give them out.
He didn't give them. He just took them basically.
One way Connor.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like to me.
You'd put some little of those mints in there.
Yeah, mints and some little
candies.
Candies.
Yep.
He says nice little baskets. You carried them.
Little cups.
But I did May Day, so that was still my generation. Connor apparently doesn't do it.
New age with that. But it's also a day of celebration because it is how about this one? 2 of my daughter's birthday is today.
No.
Yes.
How does that work?
The oldest, Sydney, was born on May 1st.
Okay.
The youngest, Gigi, was born on May 1st.
What's the party?
Yeah. So what happens today?
Just dual parties. Yeah, it's a big party.
Wow, big on a Friday, even perfect.
Yeah, so it's just celebration. The big celebration is on Sunday at Grandma Vertiska's house. So we'll hit that. And then she sends out memos or text messages on what we'd like to have at the party. And I just had one suggestion yesterday, and it was some pepper jack cheese. And then I told her also that Laura loves pecan pie. And I think she saw through that.
Wink, wink.
But it is for my daughters, for Sydney and Gigi.
Happy birthday to them.
What? Now, wait a second.
Yeah.
What? Pepper jack cheese and what?
Pecan pie is what I want.
I know, but what would you do with the pepper jack cheese?
Just it by
pepper
itself?
jack cheese?
Yeah, it's a piece of pepper jack cheese on a cracker. It's
It's a fair question.
Yes, it would, I mean,
it's a fair question.
Well, that makes sense.
Yes.
Like Ritz.
Yes, a Ritz cracker would be perfect. So
Ritz and
pepper
cheese.
jack. Yes.
Clubhouse cracker.
Yeah. Clubhouse is good. But happy birthday to my daughter.
Yes, happy birthday.
Yeah,
Sydney and Gigi, happy birthday.
Sydney and Gigi, the oldest and the youngest. The middle one, Olivia, who I call Oliver, has her own day, separate day.
It's a big day.
And her husband is at my house Saturday working on the deck.
That is what exactly.
It's Leighton, yeah.
That's Leighton. He's working on the deck.
Wow.
He said it'd be there at 6 a.m. to Saturday.
And Leighton is also going to...
Will you be there?
I'll be there. I'll be there at the house.
Oh, yeah. I'll be out drinking with
No,
Carson.
it won't be. Not Saturday, no.
Bloody Mary morning with Carson, I guess.
It is time.
Rick.
It's time for Aging Gracefully, sponsored by our friends at Treads Central Tire Pros. The Palace of Tires just south of Cortland.
Preston.
Highway 77.
Ron.
Sip, what's on your mind today for
I do have a
Aging
legitimate...
Gracefully?
This is a legitimate idea to help aging.
Okay, yeah. I'm listening.
It is, and I don't have a headline. I couldn't think of a headline.
Right.
But I stumbled into this. And I think it would resonate with Bill more than, because he's 50, in his 50s, maybe not.
He's an age.
Is that we're doing numbers? Is that the number one thing? Jake said people. His wife took a photo of his car, and we're talking
Why
about
are we talking about Bill's age?
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Now, you're always, I think Bill would agree, at our age, you're always looking for energy.
Yes.
Energy's an issue.
So this is some sort of
I've devised ways.
Okay.
And this is a particular way that I stumbled into, but it works. And you guys already know I do it a little bit with the morning show. But there's other ways you can do this. And here's what it is. Cut everything close, time-wise, because you get a rush of energy. Like the other day, I've done this with Alex when we go to get buffalo, we would go to
Wings and Rings.
Wings and Rings, yes. I will work out, like if we're going to meet at 7:30, I will work out at 6 and go till 7:10 and then go home and shower and then get out of the shower at 7:23. And I got 7 minutes to get there. And you get a rush of energy.
Rush there.
Yeah,
okay.
you get a rush. And I found if you cut everything close.
So coming in hot.
Yeah.
You get do it at the show. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I do
5:58.
Just like I do it. It's purposeful. Like that's why I do it.
Intentional.
Yeah. It's intentional. You cut everything close and you get a rush of energy. I do it all the time now.
Should Hayden do that at the rodeo?
Yeah.
No, not necessarily.
Is there situations
He's not
where
an
it's
old.
different? Okay.
He's not an old. I mean, if you're an old, you're always looking for energy. And the workout to dinner is a great one. I purposely now plan things where I'm going to cut it close. And then when you cut it close, you do have this adrenaline rush.
And when you're on the move quick,
there.
I thought you were going to somehow go to like injecting HGH or something.
No,
like that.
you don't have to.
You don't have to.
No.
So if you think you need to have
This is
human
natural.
growth hormone or testosterone, no, you don't. Just shower late.
Or
That's all
just
you
cut
do.
things close. But I've done it with meeting the grandkids like 4 or 5 times. Now I will show up there sweating. My eyes are red because I just got out of the shower. And I'm sure they're like, what is going on? But that's what it is. Cash and Dominic. I mean, sometimes I'm just cutting it very close. And it's working. It works.
Flies on your head.
Horsefly?
It's on your head. Yeah, it's on your headset.
It does create some energy. Steve's accurate on this.
This is a legit one to me. This one's an easy one because it works. It works.
Someone says Sip is making excuses for being late now.
No, I'm not.
It is kind of good. If you do show up late,
if
you do show up a little bit late, you can just say that. I'm just trying to create some energy. That's all I was trying to do.
It's hard to explain. I knew it would be hard to explain, but it works. I'm telling you, it works.
All right. I'm late. I'm sorry. I'm late on time. We got to get to Bombay. Then we got our guests have already arrived. We got to get Derek Bombeck. We can't cut off Bombeck. Song of the day and Derek Bombeck next on Early Break in the Ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Sandhills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
This is Jordy Ball for Anderson Ford. For years, Anderson has relied on an exceptional customer experience. But just this once, they're going to rely on a really great pitch.
Right now, lease a 2026 Ford F-150 for $197 per month for 36 months.
Experience better at Anderson Ford.
Stock number 1008753 at $99 per month, lease for 36 months with approved credit, 7,500 miles per year, $10,250 due at signing. No security deposit required. Tax, title, and license fees extra. Residency restrictions apply. Program subject to change. Must take new read to delivery from Anderson Auto Group by 4/30/26.
If you're seeking a career with a growing company, Gaina Trucking and Excavating is hiring and looking for additions to their team. Gaina Trucking has a strong team culture, competitive pay, 401ks, and benefits like health, dental, and vision. Drivers are guaranteed 40 hours per week, even in the winter months, and are home every night. Start your career today at Gaina Trucking and Excavating. Apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Ticket listeners know a dream team when they see one. At Applied Connective, we've been in the game for 20 years and have developed a team of world-class leaders in all things IT. From cybersecurity and Microsoft products to physical security, audio-video, infrastructure, business phone systems, and anything in between. We'll help you leverage technology to become your most secure, efficient, and profitable. Head to our website to check out real reviews and testimonials and sign up for a free tech consultation. We can show you where you might be vulnerable, inefficient, or overspending. It's a game changer, and it's totally free. Claim yours right now at appliedconnective.com.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
The University of Nebraska Rodeo Association is excited to announce the 2026 Nebraska Cornhusker College Rodeo. Come on out to Sandhills Global Event Center May 1st and 2nd. Cheer on the University of Nebraska Rodeo team as they take on teams from all across the Great Plains region. Friday is college night, and Saturday afternoon, kids attend free with purchase of adult GA ticket at the door. Advanced tickets on sale now at SandhillsGlobalEventCenter.org. Don't miss the Nebraska Cornhusker College Rodeo, May 1st and 2nd.
Love local wine, craft beer, cider, or spirits, or looking for a great non-alcoholic option? Then raise a glass at SIP Nebraska's 13th Anniversary Spring Festival, May 8th and 9th at Mahoney State Park. There's truly something for everyone with unlimited tastings, live music, great food, and unique experiences like skydiving demos, buzzed bingo, goat yoga, and fun lawn games. Plus, explore local artisans and take your favorites home. Make a weekend of it. Lodging is available right at the park. Grab your ticket package now at sipnebraska.com.
If you become ill or injured at work and need an experienced attorney, call Liberty Law Group. The attorneys at Liberty Law Group will defend you in court, protect your rights and freedom to get you the best possible results for your case and the justice you deserve. Trust your rights and freedom to Liberty Law Group, attorneys serving Nebraska and Iowa. Call them today at 877-404-5238. That's 877-404-5238. Or check them out online at libertylawgroup.com.
Mother's Day is on Sunday, May 10th. Do you know what you're getting your mom this year? Stop procrastinating and get her the one thing she wants, a massage. The Body Shop in Lincoln offers all sorts of massages. All you have to do to win this Mother's Day is get Mom a gift card from The Body Shop. Swedish massages, deep tissue massages, hand and foot massages, and so much more. Buy your mom a gift card today at thebodyshoplincoln.com or stop by their office at 56th and O.
Is it time to replace your home comfort system? Call Bryant and save money in every way. Bryant provides you with solutions that save. Save big immediately with attractive rebates, and save every day with lower operating costs. Most important though, the systems are selected to fit you. The right system, priced right, properly installed. That's the way Bryant works for you. How much can you save? Call Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing for a free estimate. 467-1111. Bryant, whatever it takes.
You love to bash his sports takes.
Now, will you feel like an idiot if you're
No,
a big tough?
never feel like an
If
idiot.
you're a big tough guy this morning,
But you really love to voice your displeasure for his music choices.
he stumbled on an issue that I did not think would generate this much passion and discussion.
It's time for Jake's questionable song of the day on Early Break on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Song of the day from 1992, Straight Tequila Night by John Anderson. 464-5685. 1 is bad, 10 is good. Texture rating on the Starter Heyman Jewelers Song of the Day.
90s country I like, Jake. And also I love this because this gets all right back to what you're going through with things being icy.
I put this in before I even had the problems yesterday, too.
Yeah, there's a home run by you. A glass of Chablis and some quarters. I like that. It was really good, Jake.
Yeah,
and I was telling Sip off air on about. He goes, "Was it really icy?" I said, "Oh, it was." Because I remember
I bet it was.
I walked through it, and all she said to me, she said, "That's it." Jake's over at Jim's and just pointed at the thing. That was it.
It was not good.
It was very well, but I didn't know at that time she'd already taken a picture of your car at a bar.
Oh yeah, that had already happened
that we
like
didn't
hours
know.
before.
So this would I can just think of this song. I'm just seeing Elizabeth just angry.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden drinking tequila.
Having a tequila night. Yeah.
Having a tequila night,
Don't
waiting
do
for
that.
Jake to come home.
Keep the tequila away.
Yeah, that's not good. Solid 90s country. I like. It's going to be a 694.
Okay.
Solid. I'm not going crazy. I like it. It's more of a Sunday drive song type. That's how it's
Good description.
A Sunday drive right into the ditch.
Oh, that's not a good
Wow.
sign.
Wow.
Not a good sign.
No, it's
I know
not a
Derek
good
didn't like this
sign.
one, so go ahead. Sip.
The most polite thing I can say about that song is it's obnoxious. Okay.
Oh, come on.
It's a horrifying song. I
Mm.
mean, it's terrible.
Disagree.
1.7.
Oh.
1 point.
Want to guess Connor's score real quick before it's
1.7.
Derek?
Yeah, I'm saying Connor's going to be a 6'9".
8-7,
wow.
rhythmically pleasing.
Exactly. It's rhythmic. Well put,
That's
Connor.
what-
Connor's short but sweet with the comments
Yeah,
there.
I need you to look at me.
Who's
when you're
here?
giving your score.
Yeah, I will.
We are joined by the director of sports for Visit Lincoln.
Sports.
That
Who's
is
this?
It's been a
our
minute.
first time like a month and a half.
Yeah.
Derek Bombeck.
Been traveling.
Yeah, you've been out and
Traveling's
about.
good. So
And what is this title?
He's the director of sports for Visit Lincoln.
He was here for Jake's birthday. Very awkward. Didn't really talk to anybody.
I said hi to Jake. I
Did-
said hi to Scotland.
He looked awkward. It looked as if his marriage was icy, and it had a long night. We've all
Nope.
said this. Let's
no
just
no
say-
day drinking for this fella.
No, it was a while. Then you're here for about 4 minutes. Came in,
Yeah.
looked annoyed, and then left.
Got work to do.
And it was
Busy
out the
man.
door.
Making up for lost time
You're
here.
fine.
Yeah.
You were fine.
I know Derek's going to be above a 1.7 on that one.
Yeah, I'm not sure he heard the full song while he was scrunching down that McDonald's McMuffin
did.
there.
I don't think
He's
you
already
would.
had.
So,
He's already
had the cinnamon
He's already
roll.
had a cinnamon roll. Now he's had a
Trying
McMuffin.
to balance it out.
But no, again, rhythmically pleasing was well put. It's just one of those songs I would never turn off as
Ever.
I'm driving down the road. So I'm going to go 7-7 on that one.
God.
You want to rewrite your score there, Sip?
No.
I like it.
The only person
I like
with a bad
90s
score.
country. I
90s
like
country is where it's at.
I
Yeah.
like it.
That's
Disappointed.
where it's at. Not
Yeah.
not 70s.
Not 70s easy on that one there, Bombi. But
well.
90 is still
You
pleasing.
ever heard of Johnny Cash?
Have you ever heard of Waylon and Willie? Have you ever heard of David Allen Coe?
Yeah.
All right,
Johnny
Pete.
Cash, ring a bell.
Yeah. That was one of the things
Derek grew up in the 90s.
I enjoyed
Come
from my
on.
daughters. They all sent me, once they got word of David Allen Coe passing, they all sent me a text message photo. They're like, hey, I know, bad day for you. I appreciate that from my daughters.
That's what's very kind. And it's their
too.
birthdays today, too.
Yeah.
Sydney and Gigi. Happy birthday
Okay,
today.
Sydney and Gigi.
Oldest and youngest.
1 and 3.
Derek, we have lots of happening in Lincoln. May is here. It's summertime. Well, late mid-spring. Summertime's approaching.
We're getting there. Yeah, a lot going on. A lot of fun announcements coming on the horizon. So get ready for some breaking news here in the next couple months.
Okay.
But,
Serious?
but we can't do it today. Just a little teaser. But yeah, it was some good travels. We had some good appointments in Las Vegas last week. A lot of great appointments.
You were in
but,
Vegas for a week?
Yeah, I was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Appointments.
At the Bellagio. Interesting.
I did have dinner in the Bellagio. Looked at the
that's
fountains
oh.
a couple times.
Appointments.
But,
Thank you for the air
but
quotes
yeah,
there. Yes.
but we got some stuff going on this weekend too.
Okay,
so
well, we-
obviously you guys had the UNL rodeo
We did.
team on
Yes.
this week, but I want to make sure we mention that. So
Sure.
come check out the University of Nebraska rodeo team as they welcome college rodeo athletes from across the Great Plains region. This event is going to take place tonight and tomorrow at the Sandhills Global Event Center. The event starts at 6. Apparently, you're supposed to arrive, or 7. So you're supposed to arrive by 6.
Hayden, yeah.
Hayden had no idea why he was here if there was a rodeo.
So yeah, come check out all the action with your friends, family. You can get tickets at the door or in advance at sandhillsglobaleventcenter.org.
Next up, Derek, the PBA Junior Strike Force Regional.
Yep. The bowling scene in Lincoln is strong. So the Professional Bowlers Association will be hosting one of their premier junior events at Sun Valley Lanes this Friday through Sunday. Hundreds of the best junior bowlers from across the country are going to compete here at regionals to qualify for nationals. We all know John Lucido and his team are the best at what they do, and they continue to bring the top athletes in the world right here to Lincoln to compete at Sun Valley Lanes. So a great event. Go check out Sun Valley Lanes this weekend. For more tournament information, you can check out pba.com/tournaments.
And John Lucido is the
proprietor. Yep.
At Sun Valley.
Great bowler.
Great bowler, coach, icon in the bowling industry. So yeah.
Bill, he was a
You covered it.
He was a University of Nebraska bowler.
We need to get back out there.
He's get back in studio too. He's good
That
on
too.
radio.
We would love to come back out there for wings.
We'll do both. We'll get out there and we'll get him in here.
Yeah.
That'd be great. Next up, someone's looking at the Greg sign, by the way. The tennis racket.
Very confused.
He's reading the tennis
He's
racket.
going to take it too. He's like,
Don't
what?
take that.
He's so confused.
Don't take it. That'd be illegal.
He bought it for $2 yesterday. I heard.
Who's Jake? Next up, Monster Jam.
Yes, get ready for the thrills of Monster Jam with jaw-dropping stunts, massive trucks, and nonstop excitement. This action-packed event is going to be fun for all ages. So watch the world's best drivers push the limit in head-to-head battles of speed, skill, and daring stunts. This is going to take place at Pinnacle Bank Arena on May 2nd and 3rd. So get your ticket information at pinnaclebankarena.com.
May 2nd and 3rd.
That's tomorrow and Sunday.
Yeah,
Today's
just
the
don't want to
first.
confuse you.
Yeah. Yes.
May Day.
And not to bury the lead here, but the big event in town, besides the rodeo, massive amount of people coming for the marathon on Sunday.
This is big.
Derek.
Yes, it is time for the 49th annual Lincoln Marathon. So join us on Sunday, May 3rd for this great running experience through the streets of Lincoln. This event offers something for all runners and ages and abilities, from elite runners or somebody just looking to accomplish a fitness goal. The race is going to start at 7 a.m. and conclude around 2 p.m. So if you want to find the traffic information, the route information to make sure you don't get stuck in it, or if you need to go cheer on your favorite runner, check out lincolnmarathon.org for all the information. And if you would like to volunteer, I am hosting the first water station at South Street and Sheridan Boulevard at 6 a.m. So get up bright and early, come fill some water. You're home by 9. You still have a full day.
Sheridan Boulevard.
South Street and Sheridan.
I'll tell you what's important on that. Hydration is important. The only marathon that I did run, the advice I got was do not pass a water station. Make sure, even if you're not going, I'm not thirsty. I'm good. I don't need anything right now. No, take it right away.
Ran a marathon?
I did. The rock and roll.
You did
San
a full?
Diego.
A full?
Ran the full.
You completed it?
With my car keys in my hand. I didn't know what to do with my car keys. So I ran the whole
My
thing
car keys
with
in
my
my-
car keys.
Can't
in
be
my
too
hand. True story.
careful.
Yeah, I want to be safe out there.
Trust here.
Yeah.
Just constant.
Yeah.
I didn't know you ran a marathon.
We didn't either. Yeah,
ran a
the
full
news
marathon.
to all of us.
The
here.
Rock, and they had a band every mile. It wasn't quite every mile, but it's pretty. It was called the Rock. It's still there. I still have the San Diego Rock and Roll Marathon. It was beautiful.
God, good job.
That's awesome.
Okay, so the Marathon Monster Jam.
And the rodeo.
And the rodeo.
It's a big weekend.
Lincoln is going.
Yep,
crushing it.
This
next
is an
weekend,
ascending
Big Ten
town.
Track Championship. That's 2 weekends away.
Say that
So
again.
Is it next
Big Ten Track. No,
2 weekends?
2 weekends. Yep.
Is
So,
that is epic.
yeah,
The Big Ten.
track and
Track
field
at the
championship.
Brandon
We'll talk
Museum.
about that in a couple weeks. So.
Okay.
Oh, you're going to come back.
You'll be
Maybe.
back.
Interesting.
Derek, always appreciate it. Thanks so much.
Bombi.
See you in a couple weeks. When we come back, hour 2, Jason Peter, Grant Wistrom
They're
in
already here.
studio next on Early Break on the Ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Sandhills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Constructors is now hiring for all positions with pay starting at 23 and up based on experience. Constructors has immediate job openings for mechanics, bridge builders, operators, and drivers. Start your new career today. Constructors offer great pay, health, dental, and vision, paid time off, paid holidays, and so much more. Join the crew today and be a part of Nebraska's oldest paving company dating back to 1908. For a complete list of openings and to apply online, visit constructorslincoln.com.
The University of Nebraska Rodeo Association is excited to announce the 2026 Nebraska Cornhusker College Rodeo. Come on out to Sandhills Global Event Center May 1st and 2nd. Cheer on the University of Nebraska Rodeo team as they take on teams from all across the Great Plains region. Friday is college night, and Saturday afternoon, kids attend free with purchase of adult GA ticket at the door. Advance tickets on sale now at sandhillsglobaleventcenter.org. Don't miss the Nebraska Cornhusker College Rodeo, May 1st and 2nd.
This is Jordy Ball for Anderson Ford. For years, Anderson has relied on an exceptional customer experience. But just this once, they're going to rely on a really great pitch.
Right now, lease a 2026 Ford F-150 for $197 per month for 36 months.
Experience better at Anderson Ford.
Stock number 1008753, $199 per month, lease for 36 months with approved credit, 7,500 miles per year, $10,250 due at signing, no security deposit required, tax, title, and license fees extra, residency restrictions apply. Program subject to change. Must take new retail delivery from Anderson Auto Group by 4/30/26.
Ticket listeners know a dream team when they see one. At Applied Connective, we've been in the game for 20 years and have developed a team of world-class leaders in all things IT. From cybersecurity and Microsoft products to physical security, audio, video, infrastructure, business phone systems, and anything in between, we'll help you leverage technology to become your most secure, efficient, and profitable. Head to our website to check out real reviews and testimonials and sign up for a free tech consultation. We can show you where you might be vulnerable, inefficient, or overspending. It's a game changer, and it's totally free. Claim yours right now at appliedconnective.com.
The end of the school year is drawing near, which means graduation parties are coming soon. Are you prepared for hosting? Führer's Cheese Spread is the dip that brings everyone together to celebrate graduations and the close to a great school year. And it goes well with crackers, meats, soups, and more. How could you consider throwing a party without it? Get to your local grocery store today and load up on Führer's Cheese Spread. No graduation party is complete without it. Mother's Day is on Sunday, May 10th. Do you know what you're getting your mom this year? Stop procrastinating and get her the one thing she wants, a massage. The Body Shop in Lincoln offers all sorts of massages. All you have to do to win this Mother's Day is get Mom a gift card from The Body Shop. Swedish massages, deep tissue massages, hand and foot massages, and so much more. Buy your mom a gift card today at thebodyshoplincoln.com or stop by their office at 56th and O.
In communities like ours, local relationships still matter. At Insight Partners, we believe we are better together. That's why insurance agencies across the Midwest have joined Insight Partners to better serve local customers and communities with all their insurance needs. From personal to commercial or specialty insurance, your local Insight Partners team is here to help protect what matters most. Insight Partners, better together. Learn more at myinspartners.com.
You started your business to build something special. Now it's time to grow and protect it. At Pinnacle Bank, our treasury management services help you do just that. Through smarter payment technology, account administration, and fraud protection. So no matter the size of your business, you can get the most out of your financial operations. Request your free consultation at pinbank.com/consult. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be. Member FDIC.
When tacos and quesadillas join forces at Amigos, something seriously delicious happens. Quesadilla tacos. Crispy on the outside, gooey on the inside, folded taco style, and stuffed with bold seasoned flavor. It's like your favorite quesadilla and taco teamed up for the ultimate spring fling. With Tex-Mex, chicken, supreme, or steak, Amigos has a quesadilla taco for everyone. So hurry in. This tasty collab is here for a limited time only. Get the ultimate flavor fusion with quesadilla tacos at Amigos. When the weather heats up, cool down with Amigos' new frosted lemonades and limeades. Icy, fruity, and oh so refreshing. Start with a zesty lemonade or limeade base. Then choose blue raz, cherry, or strawberry to create your personalized flavor mix. Amigos tops it all with a swirl of frosty vanilla ice cream. Whether you're soaking up the sun or just need a cool pick-me-up, these frosty delights are summer in a glass. Chill out with a frosted lemonade at Amigos.
Is it time to replace your home comfort system? Call Bryant and save money in every way. Bryant provides you with solutions that save. Save big immediately with attractive rebates. And save every day with lower operating costs. Most important though, the systems are selected to fit you. The right system, priced right, properly installed. That's the way Bryant works for you. How much can you save? Call Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing for a free estimate. 467-1111. Bryant, whatever it takes.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC. And wow, what a great spring it has been here. We've had record sales happening at Koppel. And to show our appreciation, Koppel is giving out employee pricing on select new models. Yes, you heard that right. Employee pricing is happening right now at Koppel on select new models. So please stop on in the store and see the team or check us out online at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did. Some rebates to dealer.
Wake up, Lincoln.
I overslept. Damn rooster didn't crow.
It's time for Early Break, sponsored by Pinnacle Bank. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's 93.7 The Ticket's Jake Sorensen.
I'm wrong, but I'm not.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
If I were a feral cat.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
You get one team. Mine's the Houston Oilers. I'm not the Texans, and I'm not the Titans, so I'm out.
This is Early Break.
back to hour 2 on a Friday. Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch on early break. Hour 2 sponsored by our friends at Pinnacle Bank, who have a special mortgage promotion going on right now for the Breakers. Now through June 30th, when you apply for a mortgage loan or a home refi and close with Chris Lauer, Adam Lenzen, or Marlon Lyon at Pinnacle Bank, you can get a golf round at Tatanka Golf Club.
How many golfers, Jake?
That's 4 golfers, Bill.
Could they bring a guest? Could they bring Grant
They
Jason
could.
as their guest at
If they
Tatanka?
were inclined, absolutely.
That would be fun.
Golf round of 4 golf cart rentals and a one-night 2-room hotel stay at Ohia Casino on the premises. You can call Chris, Adam, or Marlon at 402-436-2462. Pinnacle Bank member FDIC, equal housing lender.
There's a casino. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah,
There's a casino. Ohia.
OHIYA.
Now, they might want their own rooms. I don't know if they want to bunk with a stranger.
Oh, no,
up
we'd
there.
love that.
Jason?
Well,
family show.
We are joined in the studio.
Family show.
For the second time in 2 weeks, we got Jason Peter with us, and Grant Wistrom is with us this time as well. We're just adding more to the boat here. I like it.
Yeah.
Welcome,
All right.
gentlemen. Welcome.
Thank you for having
Good
us.
to see you again, Grant. First time on the show.
Yeah.
This is Grant's first time
on our
with,
show.
With you guys, yeah.
You've been on other shows.
Yeah, I've been on other shows. I listen to you guys every morning. I'm in my truck every morning, so
You don't have to say that.
No.
Yeah, you're in. Yeah, it's not.
I'm Simple, by the way.
yeah. Nice to meet you, Steve.
Oh, thank you, Grant.
No,
Thank
I'm a Lincoln breaker.
Oh,
you know, so
God
I'll
bless
phone a
you.
friend today.
No, that is
He's
awesome.
building breakers.
He's in a
Yeah.
truck because he's up on roofs. Does
Okay,
Jason go up with you on a roof? Look,
Yeah.
has Jason ever been? Has he ever ran a nail gun?
roof Yeah.
cave in.
Has he ever run a nail gun? Stay away from the edge, Jason.
Grant is really here today for marital advice.
Oh.
Sip. That's why
Are you
I'm
struggling a
I'm
little
open.
bit? It's okay. Yeah.
Counseling session is open. You need anything, let me know. But Tricks will call. No, don't Tricks. Tricks, don't call.
Grant
Stop.
probably needs to know that Steve and his ex-wife are thinking about getting back together.
Oh, that's good. That's
Yeah.
fantastic.
So today,
She's
a
gonna
work
be
in
angry
progress.
now.
today we had Rekindle Friday, and
Yeah.
everybody text in what they should do on their first date. There's a lot of good ideas.
Yeah, there were a lot of good
Yeah.
ideas.
No
Including-
text from her yet.
Including sailing was involved
Sailing
today, too.
with safety.
With
Dennis.
Fred McSafety.
Yes.
I'm McConaughey.
Yes.
Anyhow, now you do have a roofing company? Is that what we're talking
Yes, he
about?
does.
Yeah, Champ Roofing here in Lincoln.
Champ Roofing.
Yeah.
When did this all go down?
We opened up about 3 years ago and started out, they gave me, part of my ownership just for name, image, likeness. But when we moved back up here with our daughter, I started working there. So I drive around Nebraska all day and talk to insurance agents. I actually chatted with one out there. I was with in Holdridge out.
That's John.
He said that.
Yeah.
He talked to
John's
John.
one of our favorites. He told me the other day, he goes, I'll probably talk to Grant for a while. He's in my office. I'm like,
Yeah.
what? He goes,
Yeah.
yeah. He stopped by and saw me. He says, super nice. Just walked in, and the next thing you know, there's a connection made. So incredible. Can we give your contact information out?
Yeah, absolutely.
We want to do that. We'll do that toward the end. But we want to make sure like that people can contact him, and especially the insurance world.
So you're working.
He's
Yeah,
working.
every day.
Yeah.
Every day out
Yeah.
there just grinding. So just
Wow.
grinding.
Just like you
The
said.
9 to 5.
Just working.
Yeah.
He's the 9 to 5.
Yeah.
Working.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, yesterday, did you do this? Jake played tennis at noon, went for beers at 2.
Climbing beer.
Dude,
It's a business meeting.
beers
here, okay?
beers at 2. Went home and put his daughter's bike together, which he couldn't, so he had somebody else do it.
Is it
And
difficult?
then he hired somebody to come in and power wash his deck. Then he went and had beers with someone else,
Rick Frager.
Rick Frager,
A
right
friend of the
after that.
show. Come
Is
on.
that a normal day for you?
No, I want to grow up and have that job
Yeah,
one
that'd
day.
be fun
Come
to
on
grow
over,
up,
Grant.
grow up
You're
and be
welcome.
Yeah.
Jake Sorensen for a day.
Has your wife ever took a picture of your car at a bar?
Yes.
Knowing that you were, she knew I was
'Cause
out.
This happened yesterday.
It
Jake-
did happen.
Yes.
It
So
happened.
does she give you the honey-do list
I've-
and then you just outsource it?
Yes. It's a subcontracting situation.
Yeah, it kind of is this point. Subcontract. Yes.
You're doing it the right way.
Thank
Yeah,
you,
hell
Jason.
yeah.
We're getting it done.
Hell yeah.
Could you imagine
The work's
seeing
getting
that
done.
as he gets the list? Just all he has to do.
Who should I
I
call?
know. Who should I call
I'll
on
call
that
him.
one? That'd be perfect. Do I know this? Yeah, I can get someone to do that. Absolutely. I'll be at the bar with Rick.
Well, yeah, the work's getting done. So, Grant
It is.
Wistrom,
You're
Jason
fine.
Peter, listen studio. Let's go back, look at the last week. Now, Nebraska ends up with one drafted player in the NFL. Emmett Johnson, 5th round. You guys are both first-round draft picks. You were at a time where Nebraska was getting draft picks left and right for years. I mean, obviously, championships and that warranted great players who were going to the draft. do you ever think there'd be a time when you're going back that you'd have one Nebraska player drafted in a year and in the 5th round?
Tell us, Grandpa, what was it like back in the 90s? Yeah, I mean, totally different now. This is the reality that we live in. And not just, it hasn't just been under Rule. It wasn't great under Frost, under Riley. You know, the pipeline of NFL players just has slowly been drying up. But that's tough to watch. You know, and certainly there was a window there with Emmett where people thought, okay, you know, maybe he could sneak into, you know, late in the 2nd round, early 3rd, but, you know, going to the 5th. Yeah, I don't know. You know, people were talking on social media and stuff, whether the N on the side of the helmet hurts you now, as opposed to where it used to kind of, you know, give you respect.
Stature.
Yeah. So
Well, there are certain places people do like GMs and coaches look at winning programs because they're winners. They know they came through an incredible grind. I know we got to hear this last time from Jason. What was draft day like for you? 1st round draft pick. What was it like?
Kind of crazy. The night before the draft, the Cowboys called, and
this was 19. So it would have been
97.
97. Yeah.
Yep. So the night before the draft, the Cowboys called, and they actually had a plane waiting in job. That was when they only brought, like Jason was saying, 5 guys. I think they brought 5 guys out, and so we were left at home, which was great. I didn't want to be out in that zoo anyway, but sitting at home in Webb City, and the Cowboys call on Friday night. And they're like, "Hey, we got a plane in Joplin, but we have the 8th pick, but we think the Rams are going to take you with the 6th pick." And they're like, "Will you call the Rams and tell them not to draft you?" Yeah.
Well, this is interesting.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. And so
Wow.
I mean, at that point, the Cowboys were America's team still, and the Rams were the laziest team in the NFL in the last decade. And they were in Missouri. I'd grown up in Missouri. I was ready to see another part of the country. So every ounce of my being was wanted to say, yeah, I'll do that. I'd rather be a Cowboy, but I can't do that. I wouldn't do that. And so, as much as I'd love to be a Cowboy, I can't make that call. And so the next day I woke up, went out and hit some golf balls with my dad, which we never golf. We're
not even golfers.
No,
we're out
at all.
hitting golf
Something
balls
to do.
on the
Just
draft day.
Yeah, something to do, get out of the house, and then hit golf balls, went back to the house, and then just waited around. And, luckily that phone call came pretty quick.
Would you have had your agent make that call to the Rams, or they wanted you to make the call?
Yeah, they called me to do it. Yeah.
Why would they cut? Really?
Is that something
crazy.
normal? Because that does not
never
sound
heard that.
normal to me at
Yeah.
all.
No, that's Jake. You know this stuff.
That's weird.
Yeah.
That's very weird.
That's fairly revealing. If Nebraska had a high round draft pick, what would you have advice for that? Like a defender.
Yeah, anything goes on draft day, and it's the same. Like he tells the stories, the same thing that the Cowboys. I remember were and all the things you hear pre-draft. Like it was okay if Grant's gone before Dallas picks, then I'm going to be their pick, right? Well, at the last minute, then Greg Ellis got into the conversation, and they go a different route. But it doesn't matter if you're going to be if you're predicted to go in the 1st round or the 7th round. The reality is like nobody knows anything on draft day, other than like the first 3 picks, like there's just so many moving parts, and obviously some are done on a greater level. If you're projected in the top half of the 1st round, then, there's not as much, potential to wait, 2 or 3 rounds till you get picked. Like say for Emmett, it was pretty much a 3-round window there.
There was,
and he went in the back end of it. But yeah, nothing's a given. I would just, I think some of these kids, they probably hear from these schools. I mean, now they have money, so they can make these big purchases anyway, although they all think that they're going to play they're going to get drafted higher than what they get drafted, and they're going to play longer than what they think they're going to play longer than what they actually are going to play. But yeah, it's just, you just got to try to enjoy it. I mean, I'm surprised to hear Grant say he went golfing. I would have assumed that him and his old man went raccoon hunting or something down there.
It wasn't in season.
It wasn't season.
It wasn't season.
Exactly.
We're
you don't
hunters.
do that in April.
Yeah.
That's correct.
That's how you get shot in Missouri. You hunt out of season for raccoon.
Don't do that.
Now you're a rookie.
Squirrel?
Yeah,
Squirrel
squirrel's
season?
fair.
That's
a fair game. Yeah.
Fair game.
Now you're a
right.
rookie. How do you comport yourself around the veterans, guys that have played, guys that are rich? What is it? How did you approach it?
I just came in, kept my mouth shut, kept my head down, and went to work. At that point, they're all there. They know the drill. Your head's swimming in it because you don't. First year in the NFL was miserable for me.
Was it?
Yeah, hated it. I wasn't
Hated it.
Yep, I wasn't a good professional. We were 4-12. I lost more football games in 1 year than I'd lost in about my last 10 years. And when you're the first round draft pick and you're on a bad team, crap rolls downhill and it lands right at your doorstep. And I wasn't a great player. So first year was pretty rough on me. But just tried to go in, keep my head down, just go to work. But still failed on so many levels.
How much tougher was it? I mean, obviously
install is tough.
Yeah.
Install is tough.
Is that
like,
the hardest
that's
thing?
the hardest thing for me.
Walk us through that.
Why?
Well, for me, it was going from being, a 4-3-3 technique, and now I'm going down playing in the old school kind of 3-4, old Steelers kind of.
Oh yeah.
With Dom.
Did you play some zero nose too?
And so I didn't only went inside in the years to follow, like on third down and stuff when we were on 30. Big Sean Gilbert, 330 pounds. He didn't want to go inside. So I was a defensive end at that point. I'm like, I'll go inside. I'm like, I love, like, I prefer to be inside. Like that was one of the biggest things I didn't understand what Carolina did was like, why, like, let me just work on my body here, get back in shape, just keep me at 3 technique, but ultimately then they moved me out to end. But anyway, I got there, I missed all of training camp. And when I got down there, it's like everybody, there's no, let's slow it down for Jason. It's like this ship is still going 100 miles an hour. You got to figure out how to get on it.
Wow.
And, So that's the difference.
So the install was that was the part that just was it also terminology? Because football's football, but the terminology that Charlie in Nebraska used and which I'm familiar with would be completely different in your conversation.
It's the install, but to me more too, it was the on-field adjustments that have to happen like that, just based on movement and just being able to hear everything going on behind you and knowing, all right, when that guy moves in this check, I got to move out here, and now my responsibilities change. And all that happens in about 3 seconds. So you're trying to figure out how to get lined up, what you're supposed to do, how I'm going to attack this guy, get ready to play the play. And now people start moving around, and now you've got to move. So it's just time on task and just being able to develop that recall. So when they say something, you're immediately doing it. You're not thinking.
When did it start to smooth out for you?
About year 7.
Seriously?
Yeah. No, year 2, it slowed down a lot.
The biggest difference I thought was, besides the learning a whole new vocabulary, but the ball just hits that much quicker. Like in college, you have time to get your hands on, offensive linemen, kind of peek your head, see where the ball's going, right? Like in the NFL, your whole getting off of the block is based pretty much on the offensive lineman and the angle that he takes. And you got to count on, okay, he's blocking me this way because they are running the ball here, and you just better make sure that you are where you're supposed to be. But it's just, you don't get that extra second to kind of, diagnose how this play is going to, hit.
Did you ever feel comfortable?
Yeah. I mean, my second year, then I jumped out to play defensive end, like a true defensive end. So that was a little bit of adjustment, but I felt like I kind of grasped that pretty well. It was just, then
I guess what I was saying, excuse me, I'm going to drop Dominic's name, Bill. Dominic Raiola told me he played 14 years in the NFL, and he told me he never felt a day of comfort.
Yeah.
He never felt comfortable because they're always trying to bring somebody
for
in.
sure. I mean, they always want a younger, guy that's a little cheaper
and cheaper.
If he can do the same job.
But he said never one day did he feel comfortable.
Yeah.
I never felt secure in my job. If by that, like I always felt like that, and then I played that way. I approached practice that way. I'm sure Jason did as well. But comfort as far as playing the game, that came to me. Comfort, my job security was never there.
That's fascinating to me.
What was it like for both of you? All of a sudden, I would imagine, even though you had very good offensive linemen you went against at Nebraska, what was it like when it went to one-on-ones just in practice to what was it like in all sense? Like, we got a guy, I'm trying to pass rush. He's 6'7", 330 with long arms, and he's a pro.
I spent my entire NFL career practicing against Hall of Famers in Orlando Pace and Walter Jones.
Oh, God. Okay.
I got my crap handed to me.
Did you really?
Every single day I practiced against the Hall of Famer. I got my handed to me
because
every
they could
day.
because it was. I mean, obviously they're so good in technique. Was it because they could just get hands on you? Was
They're
that
quick.
what it was?
Yeah, they move their feet. They don't get off balance. They're big men. They're athletic. Both of them are fairly mean. Because that's a lot of times you get a big guy. They're not mean.
Yeah,
you know, they're just they're mean. They're trying to finish you. They're trying to do you. So, it's all of it. And I mean, and that's why they got to wear a gold jacket when they retired.
Walter Jones and Orlando Pace.
That's pretty good company. That's pretty good company right there.
Insane.
It sucked.
Yeah. So every day, also be because one-on-one, you gotta go down the line, right?
Yeah.
All of a sudden, Grant, you're like going, all right, here we go, Orlando, here we go. You
Yeah.
ready? Let's dance.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like because you really can't go speed to power on them, probably real good. Can you?
No,
Not with those guys.
Orlando turns off that light switch from here. So
Yeah, exactly.
He's going to get his hands on you.
Now, you had asked him about, you said your first year was not very fun in the league. It got better after that. But in terms of like treatment by your fellow players, you mentioned the veterans are obviously experienced. Like, what is it like? What was their treatment to you like in terms of a rookie at that point?
They were pretty easy on me. I had 2 vets that were kind of jerks.
Okay.
The 2 other white guys in the D-line room, and they've been around a long time, and they're both kind of buttholes, Jeff Scanina and Jeff Robinson. But so they were hard on me.
We name names.
Yeah.
Okay. I like that.
No.
They're out there now.
Oh no.
They know.
I'll name them. Yeah.
Bus just went, wow.
Right. We can call him right now. I'd say the same thing.
Call him up.
Hold it. Connor.
You need a line
Connor,
one.
get their
Speed
number.
dial.
I love that. Love the honesty.
But we'd be out on the field and we'd be on punt team, and Robinson was the deep snapper and Scanina was the up back, and I'm a rookie, so I'm on punt team. And so, you usually got your right, left calls and all that. And all of a sudden, Scanina's in the back as the up back, and he goes, Nebraska. Or no, what did he say? He said, bust. And I'm like, what the hell does that mean? He's like, oh, Nebraska, you're a bust. Big red, go right. So
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, just crap like that.
Come on.
All the time. All the time.
Rough water.
Oh man. How about I'm going to bring that up real quick. What that's like, because I talk about this all the time in recruiting. So you talk about this, you bring guys in on recruiting trips, and you have all this, and you take them out, you do this. They're telling you, how was your weekend? And that was awesome. We did this, and I met some girls from the volleyball team, and we had this meetings. We're preparing me for the NFL, academics, all this stuff. And then I'm always like, and then we talk to you about being the left guard on the punt team, right? And they're like, no one ever mentions being the left guard on the punt team. But unlike, and I was at LSU in the national championship, all the punt team, besides the long snapper, actually he was an NFL player too. They were all draft picks.
Yep.
And these are juniors and seniors. So what was it like when all of a sudden you're in the NFL and now you're on the punt team?
Oh, I didn't care.
Yeah.
I'm a team first guy, whatever you need me to do. Even here up until my senior year, even through my senior year, I was a backup snapper, so,
That's right.
And they actually one game I was a backup returner, so crazy enough, but, but just whatever the team needs. I'm a team player. So if it's
that's not
holding
common
field
now.
goals,
That's not common right now. Everybody wants their touches and what they do, and they don't want other stuff. And then that's where you see the elite teams like that. You see those guys out there doing that version of special team or whatever's going on. Because when I played, I coached Bobby Wagner at Utah State, and he would not he had to be on punt team and kickoff team because he thought he could get 5 extra tackles a game.
Yeah.
He's like, no, do not even think about taking me off the special team. And he's in year 13 or 14 right now, and probably a gold jacket guy.
Yep.
But that kind of mentality like you guys had was a deal.
Jason, did you do the special teams thing?
Not as much, being a big guy, but I was also a backup snapper at some point. That's the thing that I would tell those guys when I was down there, with Frost. I would tell all those D linemen, I'm like, you all, whether they ask you to or not, you all should be snapping. Like all of you should be snapping, because some of you might have an actual kind of gift for it and can just fire it back there.
Yeah.
You just don't know yet, just with a little bit of training. And those guys that can just fire that thing back, they'll play for 20 years in the league.
When that Jeff Robinson I was talking about, he had been retired 2 years, and he was from the Pacific Northwest. Seattle called him going after he'd been retired 2 years. He would come in, they brought him into deep snap. He would show up on work on Thursday, snap Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, go home, and then just come back to work again on Thursday. He'd never show up to meetings. They didn't care.
God dang, because he had that.
Because he could rip it back there.
And then the difference in the NFL also is that now there's a common theme that the long snappers, they don't protect. They can just snap. So you can play with these guys that weigh 200 pounds, 190. NFL, you have to block guys like these guys. They have to. The center has to protect. So your value is so high. You need bigger bodies in the NFL. You just look at they'll be 250, 260, whatever. But you don't play with 190-pound guys in the NFL because you got to protect. Whole different scheme.
If you have any questions at all for Jason, Peter, Grant Wistrom, please text us 402-464-5685. We'll have more next on Early Break on the Ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Pinnacle Bank on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Are you looking for something different for lunch or dinner in Lincoln? Big 8 is now open at 1226 P Street, serving seafood boils and Asian cuisine. Get your hands messy with fresh, flavorful seafood boils, hot, cold, and made to share. Or enjoy classic Chinese and Asian dishes, perfect for lunch, dinner, or a night out with friends and family. Big flavors, generous portions, and a brand new dining experience. Big 8, now open in Lincoln.
If you become ill or injured at work and need an experienced attorney, call Liberty Law Group. The attorneys at Liberty Law Group will defend you in court, protect your rights and freedom to get you the best possible results for your case and the justice you deserve. Trust your rights and freedom to Liberty Law Group. Attorneys serving Nebraska and Iowa. Call them today at 877-404-5238. That's 877-404-5238. Or check them out online at libertylawgroup.com.
If you're looking for a workplace that feels like home, Midwest Bank might just be the place. We're hiring a personal banker in Lincoln who enjoys helping others and being a part of a close-knit team. With great perks and a community-focused mission, you'll feel right at home here. Porque aquí todos son bienvenidos. Apply today at Midwest Bank. Midwest Bank is an equal opportunity employer. Member FDIC.
Mother's Day is on Sunday, May 10th. Do you know what you're getting your mom this year? Stop procrastinating and get her the one thing she wants, a massage. The Body Shop in Lincoln offers all sorts of massages. All you have to do to win this Mother's Day is get Mom a gift card from The Body Shop. Swedish massages, deep tissue massages, hand and foot massages, and so much more. Buy your mom a gift card today at thebodyshoplincoln.com or stop by their office at 56 The Knoll. The end of the school year is drawing near, which means graduation parties are coming soon. Are you prepared for hosting? Führer's Cheese Spread is the dip that brings everyone together to celebrate graduations and the close to a great school year. And it goes well with crackers, meats, soups, and more. How could you consider throwing a party without it? Get to your local grocery store today and load up on Führer's Cheese Spread. No graduation party is complete without it.
In communities like ours, local relationships still matter. At Insight Partners, we believe we are better together. That's why insurance agencies across the Midwest have joined Insight Partners to better serve local customers and communities with all their insurance needs. From personal to commercial or specialty insurance, your local Insight Partners team is here to help protect what matters most. Insight Partners, better together. Learn more at myInspartners.com.
Graham Tire presents life's greatest adventures.
Okay, take the worm, put it on the hook. Now bring your pole back and throw it forward. And just let the fish come to you.
I got a bite! It's a big one, Dad!
Great road trips start with great service. Graham Tire, your tire store next door, with 5 convenient Lincoln locations, getting you to the places that matter most.
Nebco is hiring CDL drivers for Ready Mixed Concrete in Lincoln and Palmyra. Ready Mixed offers great pay, medical and retirement benefits, paid time off, and they cover the cost of CDL training. Apply with Ready Mixed Concrete today to be eligible for a $2,500 hiring bonus. From Nebco's beginning in 1908, it's the employees that have formed the company's solid foundation. Start your career today with Ready Mixed Concrete. Visit nebcoinc.com. That's NEBCOINC.com.
We have 2 boys, so we needed more space. We lived in a townhouse, so we decided to build.
Casey Bowman and her husband Joe built their first home with us. This is Bob Benish of Aspen Builders. Working with the Bowmans was fantastic.
After the first meeting, we really liked them as people.
I was really skeptical about the whole building process, more so than Joe was, but they explained everything before it happened. If there were problems or issues along the way, they called and explained everything. They just really helped ease my mind.
They were really good about giving us options as far as what fit in the budget, what didn't fit in the budget. They have a designer, Rachel.
She was amazing. She was very helpful in making sure that our house turned out good. I wouldn't change anything. I wouldn't change the lot. I wouldn't change colors. I love everything about it. Everything. It's perfect for us.
Make your dream home a reality and call Aspen Builders at 423-6811. Online at aspenbuildersinc.com. Your home is waiting at Aspen Builders.
Nebraska is changing, and the decisions we make today will define what's next. The Nebraska Chamber Foundation has uncovered powerful insights about our state's strengths and opportunities. But this data only matters when it leads to action. That's why we've launched Go Big Future, a campaign to put these insights into the hands of leaders, communities, and decision makers across this great state. Our future won't just happen by accident. We must build it together. Visit gobigfuture.com to learn more.
Rick Heyman here from Sauter Heyman Jewelers. I want to personally thank our great customers for voting us once again the best of Lincoln. At the same time, we're celebrating our 120th year in business in the great state of Nebraska. You can count on Sauter Heyman for the very best quality, value, and customer service. When it comes to your jewelry needs, visit us at South Point, Grand Island, and the Outlet in downtown Lincoln. Visit us today at sauterheyman.com, and thank you for your continued trust after all these years.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, some morning frost. Otherwise, see mostly sunny skies today with a light breeze. The high near 62. Tonight, mainly clear skies with a light breeze. Low around 34. And tomorrow, more morning frost. Otherwise, mostly sunny skies and light winds. A high near 71. I'm meteorologist Kyle Klecker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
We're on the air.
Back
Well, party's starting early today, isn't it?
to more of Early Break on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Are you looking for a new way to put your skills to work?
I am.
Explore new options in the fintech industry.
Finance.
At Currency, a Sandhills Global Company, they have full-time spots in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. Also, 4.5-day work week, attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more today. I was talking with Carson about Currency yesterday. In my time that I got chastised.
He's listening right now.
Where's
listening.
Farley today?
Yeah,
you guys
Farley
know.
hasn't showed up yet, surprisingly.
Farley's a little jealous of you guys.
He
Can I
has
just say that?
He has it. He has.
Can I just say that? Is that all right?
It's fine. He would.
He has a clip on that was
It's
Keith
amazing.
Jackson
About
talking.
Keith
how
and
he's
he-
a holy terror.
And he talks about you two. They talk about Peter and Wistrom all the time, but the real guy is Farley. And he has the clip. And
Keith Jackson said
he plays it for me almost every day.
It's a daily occurrence.
Well, he happened to play for me for the first time when Jason was in.
Yes, he wanted.
I didn't put
just
two and two
happened.
together.
Yeah, just random occurrence.
I didn't
there
put
for Farley.
2 and 2 together, but that's far. See, I think Farley wants to come on.
He has his own show every day. What does he need?
He does have
Come
his
on,
own
Terrell.
show. He does.
But another question that somebody texted me and said I need to ask Sip was,
let's not do this, Jason.
why is it that you believe Randy Gregory is a better defensive end than Grant Wistrom?
All right. Thank you. Yeah, let's dance. Every time you even mention Nebraska football,
Jason.
So the other day, I go, "Did you go to practice?" He goes, "I did." He goes, "No, Randy Gregory's walking around." That's hand to God.
I did say that.
That's hand to God. He said that. And I go, hang on a second. Isn't there a few guys? Because
This is really hard.
Yeah.
This said, if Gregory was always operating at full steam, he'd be, he has a little more talent.
Okay. You know what? If the Queen had balls.
That's right.
You know?
That's what's wrong. We play so many what ifs now.
Yeah.
This guy did that. Jason, you just got to go out and do it.
So let me just
Is there anything else you want to go off?
kind of walk yourself into that one.
Anything else?
So let me ask. I can ask Grant this. If
I'm
ever
ready to
happened.
do it.
I can ask Grant, did it happen
Yeah,
all the time? This would be a good question. So we played him. I was coaching at Wisconsin.
Yeah.
And that was a particular game where our tailback rushed for over 400 yards.
Oh, yeah.
Which would probably be not set good with you two.
No.
And Charlie, probably
No.
not. But we would just simply he'd line up on the open side every time. Then we just trade the tight ends, cover him up, make him play 6 technique. I'd imagine that didn't. You played 6 technique, right?
A little bit.
Yeah. Played a little 6.
Yeah.
Played a little.
I was all right at it.
Yeah, okay. Played some 5. He got his face in the fan.
Yeah. Anybody can get out in like a wide flame and kind of rush up the field, especially if someone athletic as him.
Yeah.
But when you're down in it, and you gotta battle for
that's
everything.
where it's different.
That's right. That's
Hands
where it's
on
different. That's
all of a sudden
right.
you play a 7 technique sometime against tight ends that are built for that. Or 5 technique. And then a lot of times at those weights, it's like when Grant had to play, as people understand, they would come off on double teams on them. So they got 500 pounds on them, and Jason would have 600 pounds on like that, and you had to stay in the crease.
Yeah.
And so that type of work, that's where it's different. Wide 5, not the same world.
Right.
Wow. That's football talk.
No, but Randy obviously was a great athlete. I think somebody like him, if he would have been in our group in the
With the
90s
culture.
with that culture,
Yeah.
then I think you would have seen something really
Different.
special.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But you did put him way ahead of Grant.
I did not put him way ahead.
You never once said there's no Wistroms walking around.
But Russ Hochstein's a better 55 than I was apparently now too. So you see how over time things change, and
who said Russ Hochstein? I never said that. Was that another journalist?
It was a journalist.
Dave. Fight.
I got a serious question for you.
Okay.
I was struck the other day when you were on, and you were saying stuff. We were nodding our heads, and I agreed with the stuff you were saying. I thought it was interesting. I was shocked by the reaction how people come at you.
Oh yeah.
Are you surprised by it?
Yeah.
What do you think about it?
I think it's crazy because I feel like, in my eyes, like the program is so important to me, right? Like, so for me, and you got to remember, the way that we operated was basically total transparency within each other, right? Like you could not hide in our environment. You could not be a guy that ran his mouth but then didn't produce during the week. Those two things just did not coexist, right? So, and I think I take that approach when I'm still talking about the program, because that's the only way. You got to be honest with yourself as to where you are. Like you can't figure out where you're going if you don't know where you're starting from, and you got to live in reality, right? Like, so, hearing, him, let's say, just talk the other day, like, okay, he did an interview with the guys up there in Omaha, and he said, we were 6-2 and still in the college football playoff hunt. And it's like, really? Like, I know we were 6-2, but did you really look at your team and say, this is a college football playoff team? Do you know what I mean?
No, you're
Like,
right.
Come on. Like,
I don't disagree.
The schedule, especially in the beginning of the year last year, was kind of, adjusted. Like, you canceled Tennessee. You had 2 high school teams pretty much come in here. You moved the game from Indy to
Kansas City.
Like how much money did we spend kind of, putting that together, right? So the first 5 games, you count come on, but like, don't sit here and be like, we're 6-2 and still in the college football play. Like, no, number one, that shouldn't have even been a concern at that point, right? Like, that should be the last, like, it should literally just be game by game by game by game at this point. Don't start talking about stuff that's in the future. Don't talk about like your quarterback stats and why he's not getting enough, national attention after 4 games. Like, who gives a freaking, you know what I mean? Like, is that what we're about? Is that what we're like? T.O., you never heard anybody talk about like the individual player or why he's not getting enough respect, or, he very rarely ever gave compliments out, like, it was,
if he said something like Grant's playing pretty well, it was like, stop the presses.
That's right. That's right.
It was.
That's right.
It was like, whoa, what? Or if he said something about a freshman, even like, well, Amon's coming.
Right.
You know, it'd be like,
right.
Oh, this guy must be like Sayers. I mean, that's where it was. But what I appreciate about you guys is what you speak from the heart.
Yeah,
and you
it
care.
truly is.
You do care.
Everything that comes out of my mouth is because I want the best for this program.
Right.
I want these kids to taste the success that we kind of had because they think they've got it good now. Like, honestly, like you win here, especially now. My God. The sky will fall. Do you know what I mean?
It'll be nuts.
It will be
the true
crazy.
NIL opportunities.
Oh my God.
Flooding in would be ridiculous.
So I don't know if people don't like the way that I say it, or maybe it's just too rough around the edges. But I'm not a wordsmith. I'm not going to be.
You're kind of a wordsmith.
You kind of are.
I speak from the heart. It's hard for me to actually. It'd be much easier to do all this on a podcast. You know that where I wouldn't have to constantly be catching myself with profanity and that whole thing. I mean, Grant,
do you notice people going at your friend?
Oh yeah, and it's ridiculous. I almost like when I see him make a post or you guys repost something from the show and people just start lighting up. I want to dive in and be like, do you all realize how much he cares? It's not because he doesn't like this place. He loves this place more than you'll ever know.
Right.
I
understand.
It's just but
and there's nothing false.
No,
right? It's not going. Hang on now. We just won 11 games and he's taking shots. That's or whatever.
And as soon as he shuts up, you should be scared because that means he doesn't care anymore.
Yeah.
It's because he cares.
Yeah. Well, same with you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, Grant, Jason has said that he's really not with the team very much. So he doesn't go to practice or anything. Where are you at connected with the current team?
Less than him.
Gotcha.
Yeah, by far. Can we revisit the Russ Hochstein, Jason?
Please,
Peter?
please,
Okay.
please, if we could,
please
walk us through that.
I'm sorry, I've been scrolling on my phone for a little bit. I was looking for a text thread. Jason, do you know all the texts you've been getting from the Oklahoma Big Red Booster supporters asking you questions about?
Right.
Yeah, that's us.
Oh, it is.
My brothers.
We have a fake thread.
Oh yeah,
we have
100%
over here. Jason's been duped.
Tracy's down there. Man. I know how I'm a poker. No,
cousin Brian.
Really?
It's coming from cousin Brian. Yeah. Okay. So we somebody sends me this article and I send it to Jason and I get back a 3-page dissertation as opposed, with very well written, not profanity laced about why he's better.
Yeah.
Than Hochstein?
Yeah. Okay. Why he's better than Russ, which is debatable. But so I show my brothers this article. We send it to Jason. We text it from my cousin's number in Oklahoma.
Oh, this is beautiful.
They're the Big Red Booster Club out of Tulsa. We'd like to invite you down. We were, but we found this article. What are your thoughts on it? Boom. I don't know how somebody's thumbs work that fast. It just going back and forth and
my own guys set me up.
You did.
Your own guys.
This is a lesson learned for today's youth.
That's the world that we live in.
Mess with people is fun.
That's right.
Yes, messing with people is fun.
Yeah.
That was. And what was it again? What was the name of the group?
It was like the Big Red Boosters of Tulsa or something.
And Jason went for it.
I'm still waiting for a date for them to tell me when they want me to come down. It's
not happening, Jason.
We're still trying to get the golf set up for you.
We'll do a golf outing first. Then we'll have the event that night. And then the next day, Jason,
I think you're right.
Getting $5,000 to come down.
Yeah. Where's the money? Yeah.
No, it's just Grant's buddy.
I think that's what you guys put in there. Was that, we're going to try to do a golf outing. You want to see if you can come down?
Oh, you were duped.
Yeah. That is the thing. Of beauty.
Nobody ever calls Russ the double nickel.
No.
You're double nickel. There's only one double nickel.
Well, Christian's the original, I think. You could probably go back and find some other double nickels. But
it's funny to hear him say that.
Yeah.
Do you ever refer to yourself as the double nickel?
Not so much anymore. Maybe when I was on the radio a little bit,
That would be awesome. I would just love if I got a phone call. Hey, Bill, it's double nickel. that would be.
I don't need a name. I heard enough. I know
Bill,
who you are.
Yeah, it's double nickel. Checking in. That would be so good. Of course, now you can't have that fun because now you know who everybody's calling you to. It's nice you can answer a phone. You had no idea who it was. What
do you got, Jay?
We had a text from a lot of texts coming in. Money in Kansas says, speaking of pranks and jokes, who are the funniest guys you guys have played with at Nebraska or in the pros?
Or NFL too, yes.
Funniest guys.
The best one I ever pulled was when I was out in Seattle. And it was my first year like I'd been out there like a week, and the Seattle Times ran a deal on every position group.
Okay.
And the pictures they took were really, really suspect. Like really like black and white photos. It was me and Chike O'Keefer and ours, and we're both shirtless and back to back, and like these really, it was questionable pictures.
Right.
So they took a picture of Dilfer and Hasselbeck, and they're both like, it's black and white. You've got one guy standing here and the other guy behind him holding the football. And the title of their article was Mature and Experienced.
Okay.
And so I sent it to my buddy, and I'm like, hey, I really want you to doctor this thing up. Go all out. He's like, all right, I got you. So he took the football out of Dilfer's hand and like slid him right behind Hasselbeck, and has him like standing with his hand on his shoulder, like peeking over his side, threw leather vests on both of them, bunch of earrings in his ear, threw a really handsome man's head in his hands, like pushing it down. And they changed the title of the article to Mature and Experienced 1-900 Bald Gate. I took this poster, I took it, blew it up, made posters, hung it up all over the locker room, put flyers in everybody's locker, and everybody thought it was hilarious. And well, then the next day I'm standing in line getting food. And like I said, I've been there like a week, and Holmgren's standing next to me. And he goes, hey, saw what you did with Dilfer and Hasselbeck. I'm like, oh, shoot, this isn't going to be good. And he's like, that one was really good. I had to take it home to the wife.
Holmgren.
So I was like, all right.
You weren't a rookie.
No, I wasn't a rookie. I could get away with that at that point. Yeah.
Yeah, we had funny guys. I think just in here at Nebraska, I think, but we were more, I think, about like, it was, you had to have thick skin. Like it was more like there could be almost some truth in the things that we were making fun of you about, but like that was like the deal. And I think it started with obviously the senior guys. Like when I first got here, you had Kevin Raymakers, you had guys like Terry Keneally. I mean, these are guys that have been here, that have been doing it at a high level, and they were just, like it was, you came in as a freshman and you got picked up, like you got picked on. That was just part of the deal, and then on top of that, you got Charlie telling you, your dog crap, you're never going to play here. You're this, you're that. And like, you didn't have a choice. You either developed thick skin or you were probably asking for your release papers so that you could go somewhere else.
Did somebody prepare you for Charlie? Did they say, now Charlie's, this is what he does?
I mean, you'd hear stories, but you never really got the full grasp of what was waiting for you.
I mean, did you know what was coming?
Nothing. I had no idea. Because, I mean, Jason had Christian, so Christian kind of, filled them in a little bit. When I got up here, I met Coach McBride on my recruiting visit, but the only contact I had up here really was Ron Brown, Tony Samuel, and Coach Osborne.
Okay.
Could not be different.
They're way different
than Charlie McBride. So what I'd experienced to what I actually got when I got here, two totally different environments.
How was that adjustment? Was it an adjustment to Charlie's way of coaching?
Not at all for me. No, my dad was there all the time. He loves me, but he was hard. It was always tough love at the house. So, that's how I grew up. That's what I thrive under. And, I think as a player, when a coach cares as much as you do, which you knew Charlie did, you can take, and I wouldn't call it abuse. I mean, it was tough love and coaching.
Borderline.
Yeah.
Borderline.
It flirted with it at times for sure.
Yeah.
But, you deal with it because, he loves you and he just wants the best for you.
I always thought of Charlie's more as a coach, as it was more about attitude. Yeah. But what kind of tactician were we talking about?
Oh, he was a perfectionist. I mean, he would harp on the tiniest of things, your hand placement, your foot, your first step. If it was not at a 45-degree angle, it was wrong. And it's, like you got 315, 30 pounders on the other side of you. Sometimes, that step, like it's sometimes the last thing that you're thinking, but like, that's why he just pounded it day after day. And it would be like, man, we are doing like day one stuff. We are, we are, in the last quarter of the season here, but that was, that was the infrastructure. That was the base, that was the concrete, foundation. Like you had to be strong technically to be able to play for him. And it wasn't like, if you played 40 plays and you got 30 of them, you stepped right on 30 of them. That wasn't good. Like, he wanted you to be, as far as your steps and your hands and stuff, like, he wanted you to be perfect every time.
Yeah. Even as a coach, it's really hard, but 2 days before one of your Orange Bowls, you'd had to do the same individual that you'd been doing since you got there. There is no like that. Well, they're they've got this figured out.
Yeah.
There's certain muscle memory and certain things with your hand, whatever you're talking about. And that's what you have to do, because it's so easy as a coach. Also, you can just slide a little bit.
Yeah.
You can slide a little bit real quick. And if you're not have that, this is how we do it all the time, because that skill set, and if you give it a day off, it'll drain on you. I guarantee you guys, 2 days before a national championship game or 3 days, you're doing the same footwork, same handwork, same competition, all those things. It doesn't change.
Right.
It doesn't change.
I got to say, I love talking about this stuff, and I think it's important.
Oh yeah,
I do, that people understand where this was.
Well, don't you think every time a new coach comes in, they kind of are spreading their new thoughts and philosophies and everything else onto the state, onto your fan base.
Correct.
And little by little, with each time a new coach comes in, you kind of get farther removed from the way that it
100%.
actually worked.
I know.
And that's the thing when you look at Nebraska football, is that we've been told everything needs to change to be successful. Everything needs to be changed. I mean, and we've gone through it from, it's the music in the stadium is outdated, and that's the reason why. I mean, the type of offense, every single excuse that we've but we haven't actually tried to do. I think the guy that tried to do it closest was probably Bo. Right. Where I'm going to come in, right. We're going to play good defense. We're going to be able to run the football. We're going to be tough, right. We're going to be tough.
Absolutely.
Tough.
Look what they
had.
And
look what they had. And looking back on it, they achieved the most success out of anybody since Frank.
Right. So no, I regard it as these conversations as very important. And I would not. And here's the other thing I say, and it's really harsh. This sounds really harsh, but I covered you guys. I covered the program at that time. I don't even feel like I'm covering the same program now. It's not the same program. It's not, and that's where I have some sadness.
Yeah,
it doesn't feel like I thought it would always be.
Right.
It just doesn't.
Right.
Like it's not the same.
And now we're so far removed.
Woo!
Like, you've got nobody
miles.
There's
away.
nobody in the building that kind of remembers. Like, you got guys like Brendan that are still in there, but he's up in fundraising and stuff. But there's not many souls in that building.
Who do you guys talk to? Do you have anybody in the building you guys talk to there? I know Kenny Willett used to be there. Now he's not there anymore.
Yeah.
Is there anybody in the building you guys can talk to?
I mean, there's people down there
besides
that I stay
Dennis
in
LeBlanc and
contact
stuff,
with,
whatever,
but nobody that I really talk to. Like, hey, what's happening here? What's happening there?
Gotcha.
You guys played at a super high level. You played against guys, Grant, Jason, you can address it. What kind of uphill battle is a program fighting that doesn't have many draft picks and no first round draft picks? What kind of battle? Can you even imagine fighting that battle?
Well, I feel like part of the I think they've created the problem. I think there's way too much emphasis on just recruiting guys with stars behind their names rather than guys that want to be here and playing football. I think, and where's the talent being developed? That's not on just the guys you're recruiting. We never had a top 20 class, but we consistently had top round draft picks because when guys got here, they were developed. There's a handful of players in the last 10 years that you can look at since they got here to when they left. You're like, yeah, that guy got better. So, I think it's their own problem. I think you're recruiting guys that have had their butts kissed their entire life because there's these phenomenal athletes. You come in here and you can't coach them because you're afraid of offending them, and so they just keep sliding. So recruit guys that want to be coached hard, that want to be pushed, that maybe 2 or 3 star guy that's just tough and is going to go out there and compete and know that they're going to be here 4 or 5 years playing for Nebraska to give you an opportunity to develop that talent.
Yeah. I mean, I agree. I think you got to get back to how you want your team structured. This thing, and clearly it's shown in all of sports in college, in Division I, upperclassmen. You want guys, older guys that are kind of in charge, right? You can't have these freshmen. And that was like, we've talked about it. Like that was T.O.'s whole deal, was that my red-shirted juniors and seniors are going to be tougher. They're going to be stronger. They're going to be everything that your true freshmen and sophomores that Miami and Florida State are recruiting and playing. My guys will be tougher. But you've got to do that. Like, you've got to come in and you've got to set that. You got to say that we're going to be a upperclassman-led team, right? And then you need the upperclassmen to say, okay, you know what? This is on us now, right? It's not on the coaching staff at that point, right? Like, once you've established, hey, we want the juniors and seniors to be leading this thing, it's on them. They got to take some ownership too. You know, like sometimes the players get too big of a pass here and everything just goes towards the coaches, right?
It's true.
But you know, at some point they got to nut up here and they got to take their part of this deal.
Someone asked, is that still possible though in this transfer portal era where guys are just leaving left and right to go anywhere?
Well, look, the teams that are winning championships are they
figured it out.
Even if they're going through the portal, they're finding guys that maybe have. It's more about the experience and the playing, you know, that they've already had, and then trying to, you know, kind of put a little whipped cream on top of that.
Yeah, I always want to play the societal factors card. That can a team be like when you guys played in this world?
Okay, well, you know, you might not have your defensive coordinator calling you the C word, you know, all the time, and that kind. I mean, that's how we operate. Like, even as players, like there was a lot of don't be a P, don't be a C.
Right.
You know, like that was kind of our just pretty simple motto was like, don't be a C. You know, like, and
I got it.
So, you know, you might not have that, but I mean, I would imagine as long as the culture is strong, right? Like it's not just one kind of, you know, lone duck out there that's kind of, you know, coming up. If everybody kind of believes in it, I think then you can operate under that, right? But
yes, right. It's working at other places. At Ohio State, they don't seem to have the societal factor.
Well, even at Ohio State, like, give me a break. Like, you know, their kind of issues are different, right? Like for them, I mean, you know, you bring in a 4-star, 5-star kid who thinks he's, you know, all this. Guess what? There's freaking 10 dudes that are the same rating, if not better than you. You know, so just
look
get
at their wide receiver room. It's like, okay, I'm unbelievable.
Right.
Well, no, there's 8 of you right now that are better than you, and they see that right away,
right?
Just like you guys did when you came in. Like, oh wow,
wow, was right. See, you know, I feel fortunate to have seen it,
and it's neat because you see like that Caleb Downs, and there are some of these, you know, people on Instagram. They'll do these interviews where they pick like, you know, Brian Urlacher or, you know, like Ray Lewis, who's a better, and they'll have like a bracket, right? And a lot of these guys today, they'll be like, you know, I forget, you know, they'll the recency bias. They think like the best players are the most, but like Caleb Downs, it was fascinating watching him because he sided more with like the old timer guys, you know, and like normally you would not see a young guy.
They pick Randy Gregory over Graham.
Exactly.
Nobody liked him down there. I tell you, I just got back from practice.
I don't see
Gregory's over there. So a bunch of Wistroms running around. Other than that, that's about it.
Easy. Yeah. But even in your support, Sip, everybody that I know that was around the program at that time when Randy here said he was a freak. He was a freak.
There's no doubt about that.
Yeah.
Well, we had a plan. Here's how you know when you're good. When we played against him, we had a plan to diffuse him.
Right.
Yeah.
So otherwise, somebody don't have a plan. It's like, just run your offense.
Yeah.
You know, this was like, no, because if we let him do what he likes to do best, it'll be a long day.
Here's what I'd say to get myself out of this jam. If
will
he
be
was hitting on all cylinders, I thought he's kind of Wistrom-esque.
You know what?
If he was all, and I did see him hitting on all cylinders when he did his Nebraska Pro Day. He got himself right.
Right.
You know, he was right. He got his weight right. He was all dialed in, and it was freaky.
I'm sure it was scary.
Yeah, it was Wistrom-esque.
Well, he's a much better athlete than me.
I'm back.
Yeah, you're back.
You're back.
Thank you, Grant.
We got to take a break. Hour 3 is next, an early break in the ticket.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Pinnacle Bank. On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Unearth the secret to long-lasting tires at Tread's Central Tire Pros, a league apart in commitment, service, and expertise. This isn't just about rubber meeting the road, but trust, safety, and surety converging in perfect harmony. This is where expectations are exceeded every time. Make your appointment today at Tread's Central Tire Pros, just south of Cortland on Highway 77, or visit our website to explore our services. Remember, when it comes to tires, choose Tread's Central Tire Pros because we tread differently.
Lincoln's go-to for fun isn't new. It's a place that's been a staple of the city for years and is only getting better. Madsen's Bowling and Billiards always has open bowling available with no long lines unlike other centers. They have live music almost every weekend and great food at EJ's Bar and Lounge with seating for 150 people. They have popular meals like the EJ Burger, pizza for the whole family, and famous EJ's Wings. Contact Sarah to book a party for friends, coworkers, or family at Madsen's Bowling and Billiards just south of 48th and Holdridge.
Where there's smoke, there's flavor, and there's plenty of it at the Smokehouse at Super Savor and Russ's Market. Award-winning old world recipes made in Lincoln since 1984 with many flavors of smoked sausage and brats to choose from. The Smokehouse has something special for every season: brats and sausages for the grill, beef sticks and beef jerky for snacking, and smoked salmon, smoked turkey, or smoked hams for your holiday feast. Stop by the Smokehouse at Super Savor and Russ's Market today to fulfill your search for real flavor.
If you're seeking a career with a growing company, Gaina Trucking and Excavating is hiring and looking for additions to their team. Gaina Trucking has a strong team culture, competitive pay, 401ks, and benefits like health, dental, and vision. Drivers are guaranteed 40 hours per week, even in the winter months, and are home every night. Start your career today at Gaina Trucking and Excavating. Apply today at gainatrucking.com.
I'm Dr. Jeremy Hosine, candidate for the University of Nebraska Board of Regents. Husker athletics has never been stronger. Let's champion the same mindset across our entire university: academics, research, and opportunity. As a neurosurgeon, former regent, and proud Husker, I'm running to stand up for NU's future because this matters to my family and yours. NU needs us, and we need NU. On May 12th, vote Dr. Jeremy Hosine for regent, for our students, for our future.
In communities like ours, local relationships still matter. At Insight Partners, we believe we are better together. That's why insurance agencies across the Midwest have joined Insight Partners to better serve local customers and communities with all their insurance needs. From personal to commercial or specialty insurance, your local Insight Partners team is here to help protect what matters most. Insight Partners, better together. Learn more at myInspartners.com.
Now's the time to schedule your air conditioner service check with Bryant. Make sure it's ready to keep you cool and comfortable when you really need it. Call Bryant Air Conditioning and Heating, 467-1111.
This is Grant Wistrom. I played at Nebraska, and after football, I wanted to build something in Nebraska that I was genuinely proud of. Champ Roofing is that. We built the whole company around one idea: do the job right and treat people well. Roof replacements, inspections, gutters, siding, whatever you need, our team is going to show up, communicate with you, and handle it with real care. Nebraska homeowners deserve that. Visit us at champ-roofing.com or call 402-858-7449.
Do you ever feel okay in your current job and profession, but wonder if there's a better company that can offer more? Vision Mechanical is now hiring for journeyman plumbers and HVAC service technicians. Vision Mechanical offers top-of-the-industry wages, 100% paid health, disability, and life insurance, 401k with employee match, and paid holidays and vacation. Vision Mechanical believes in craftsmanship, teamwork, and building a better future one project at a time. Apply today or learn more at visionmechanical.net or email Ron at vmech.net.
Some days are for errands, but those days can wait. These are for free Honda demo rides. Test ride the latest Honda Adventure, Sport, Cruiser, and Touring models to find your perfect fit. Try Honda's automatic dual clutch transmission, DCT, for seamless shifting that keeps you focused on the ride. And check out Honda e-Clutch, designed to handle clutch control for stall-free starts and effortless gear changes. Spaces are limited. Visit Rod's Power Sports at 1030 Saltillo Road today to reserve your free demo ride. For your safety, read the owner's manual and always wear a helmet and eye protection. Honda motorcycles are for riders 16 years and older.
What does it mean to be rich? Maybe it's less about reaching a magic number and more about discovering the magic in life. I'm Ryan Buck, your Lincoln, Nebraska Edward Jones financial advisor. Count on me for your financial strategies that can help support a life you love. because the key to being rich is knowing what counts. Contact me today at 402-483-0377. Again, that's 402-483-0377. And let's find you rich. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Wake up, Lincoln. Good morning. Good morning.
It's great to stay up late.
It's time for Early Break. Sponsored by Nebco and Anderson Ford. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's 93.7 The Ticket's Jake Sorensen.
I like Stone.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
And here comes a sandwich from God.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
Hey, somebody grab me a mocha quick, would you?
This is Early Break.
Welcome back to Hour 3 on a Friday. Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch on Early Break. Hour 3 is sponsored by our friends at Nebco. Now hiring at Ready Mix Concrete. Check them out today at nebcoinc.com. Also, Hour 3 is sponsored by Anderson Ford, 27th and I-80 and 33rd and Yankee Hill. Great day to test drive at Anderson Ford. We are joined in the studio by Grant Wistrom and Jason Peter. A lot of great questions coming in. We had a question yesterday pop up on the show that a lot of people called in about, not about football, it's actually about baseball. And I'll tell you why it's important, because Nebraska fans have been showing up all season long to Haymarket Park for a successful team that could potentially host a regional. And ticket holders were informed that their seats are not guaranteed for the postseason.
Actually, they weren't informed unless they had donated enough money.
True, yeah. Some people weren't even informed at all.
If they were just season ticket holders, they were not informed if they had not been the highest in the booster.
Jason's shaking his head.
Why are you bringing this up right now?
I'm just guessing right now, but I think Jason has an opinion on
I'd
that.
like to hear
I
it.
just think it's a bad
So Grant,
deal.
hang on. Grant thinks that Jason has something to say.
Okay,
It's important.
Okay.
I want to know.
Let's do this.
We have to.
I love the thing that they sent out, right? Like the postseason rules to tickets. Everyone was like, well, okay, clearly we're not talking about football here, though, right? Like, but yeah, I think it's crazy, man. You have these fans that, you know, have been dedicated, you know, no matter if you know, rain, sun, you know, snow, whatever it may be that's outside, they continue to sit in those stadiums. And now here you are, we're in the postseason, and we're going to give, you know, the people who basically have the most money the first right to go to these games. I mean, are you serious? Like right now, like
They're serious.
Yeah.
I mean, you are going to burn the fan base down here at Nebraska. Like you have, this is not like you're dealing in Philly or New York or some big city, right? Like you have a limited population here. You have limited, you know, funds compared to some other states.
Right.
Like you better treat your loyal fans a lot better than what you're showing us.
I did spend part of yesterday. I thought maybe there's a good reason. You know, there's.
Have you come up with that yet?
Well, I thought there was a mitigating factor that we would all say, okay, I guess I get. There's not. It's not there.
You tried.
No.
Well, you tried though.
And then
Grant.
the one guy called in yesterday that said he had been to every single game
Since 2002.
Yeah, since 2002. And
Kearney
his
State.
tickets are gone.
Look,
for this.
I understand, you know, like you got to make some money nowadays, right? But if that is the athletic department's sole purpose is to make as much money as they can, then you are going, that is not how Nebraska athletic works. There has to be a connection to the community. There has to be those connections that, you know, like people have had with this university for 20, 40, 60 years longer.
Can't you have both?
Money's
I
money,
think you
but
would,
this isn't that much money.
Well, don't you think the field?
You know, here's the other thing I discovered. They're not going to make money off of it.
Yeah.
This is not a money. See, I gotta come clean because I kept saying, well, maybe this is a revenue stream and you need new revenue streams. It's not.
So this is
they're not going to make money.
We think this person's more valuable
and maybe more valuable down the road.
Yeah.
Long
So
term.
it may not be directly about the money right now, but at the end of the day, it is about money.
100%.
Right. I mean, the same thing can be
Long
said,
term.
right, for the whole field thing as to why they're not going to grass now, right? Like because a year ago that he was adamant that we are a grass
Matt Rule.
Yes, right. It's safer. It's a better surface. You know, all this stuff, right? And now I think they realize, well, if we go grass, we're not going to be able to have as many concerts
Right.
in there.
That's 100%.
Right? I mean, let's call it what it is, right? That's ultimately what it comes down to.
You can't have concerts on grass.
Oh, I know. You'd kill the grass at some point.
Right.
And November, and be honest with you too, November grass is hard.
Yeah,
November grass. It's
sure.
not. It's not good. It really. Just look around. You don't see cold. I mean, right now you look at Michigan, Ohio State, every place when the grass goes dormant in October, and you're trying to also if it gets tore up, well, just if you're down in Arizona, you spring in some new sod. There's no new sod to bring in.
Right.
There's no roots that grow at that time of year and that kind of temperature. So that part of it makes sense. But
what else from the Breakers over there, Jay?
Yeah, what do you got? Jay?
A lot of people texting today. Let's see here.
More Jason Peter
no,
hate.
no. There's a lot of questions about this, and I hate to bring this up, but you look across the border to our east, Iowa. Iowa has owned Nebraska last.
They own
10
Jake
years.
personally. Jake's from Iowa. Do you know that?
I don't.
Really?
Yeah,
I don't
Jake's from
claim
Iowa.
that.
He was born in Iowa.
Was born in Minnesota. Lived in Iowa for 9 years.
So when you have those kid pictures that the parents,
Yeah, you're
take,
2 years old.
Yes.
Do you have an Iowa jersey?
No,
on,
I never was an Iowa fan.
You're telling me
asked that question.
you have no Iowa gear on for your first
You have
7,
Hawkeye
8 years?
gear?
I own no Hawkeye
Do you-
gear. I
is
never
there a
did. I
photo of
never
you?
have. I never
Is
will.
there a photo of you in Iowa gear?
No.
since-
No.
Was
Go
there?
Hawks.
No.
What's there?
Let's go Hawks.
No, they know Kyle Vandenbosch is from the same
Yeah,
place
that's
I'm
true.
from. So he's not an Iowa fan. No
Yeah.
way. No.
No.
Yeah, you're right. He's
So
not.
I got
bleeds
Kyle on my
Husker
side.
red.
He
Yeah.
does.
Yeah.
But people are asking what is Iowa doing that Nebraska's not? Why can they not
That's a
get
good
over
question.
the Iowa hump?
I think they do. I mean, they're better at being Nebraska than Nebraska is.
Oh, jeez.
Isn't that the easiest
Yes.
way to say it? Though?
Hard to
Like,
hear that.
It's
hard to hear.
development. It's the line of scrimmage. It's not about me. It's about us. It's about the team. It's just that
Yep.
they obviously
That's what
don't
it
have
is.
the resources that we have. Right? I mean, we spend more than them.
They
correct?
won. They
Right.
won 10 games with the worst passing offense in the country.
Maybe ever.
137.
Maybe ever.
They were
Do you remember
137.
The bashing of the Iowa quarterback last year, it was from Nebraska fans was out of hand, right? Because we thought we had our golden boy, and now is our time that we were just going to abuse you on your guys, and certainly he didn't play great at times, but they did whatever they needed to do, and they pretty much have successful year, I think, year after year for most years.
That's a pretty good example of hard truth that they just do they're just what Nebraska used to be.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, line of scrimmage, they got another guy that's going to be probably a first rounder next year on the offensive line.
They had three
line drafted.
Yeah.
Three
O
O-line.
linemen, yeah.
That tells you something.
Well, it tells you a lot.
Yeah.
It tells you about all you need to know, actually.
And I do think our O-line should be, it better be better this year. I mean, they went out and they spent some money.
Yep.
So there are some expectations that people want to see out of this now. You better not roll out there and have the same crappy offense. You know what I mean? Like you better be able to move the ball. You better pick up first downs, move the chains, because you went out and you kind of got, two SEC guys. You got, a kid from Iowa State with a bunch of experience. You got your quarterback, like there better be some results now.
So you're familiar with it. What do you see up front, both of you, for Nebraska? Are you following it closely enough, Grant? Can you comment?
I try to. Once again, I go back to the development. I think we got a much better O-line coach now. I don't think that, once again, name an offensive lineman that got markedly better when Donovan was here. So I think, from what I understand, Jeep's a pretty good coach. So hopefully we see the development there with the guys they bring in. I hope we're better.
How about up
you just
front
don't
on
know.
defense? Is there enough there?
A little worried there. I think we're pretty thin, pretty small up front on defense.
It's small.
Yeah. You got the kid from Pitt who everything that I've heard he's a good technician. He's athletic, but they have him listed at 6 foot, like 260, which to me means he's probably more like 5'11", 255 or something like that. And that's, not to say you don't have to be, a 330 pounder to be successful. If you play with great technique, great leverage, explosive, can burst, from point A to point B, you can play. But it's a different world that kid's stepping into now in the Big Ten. Especially in terms of the offensive linemen that you're playing. You're not playing against guys who are at Pitt. Now you got the big dudes that are going to be starting on Sundays, out there.
What are your expectations for this program right now?
Personally, just go out and compete every Saturday. I could care less about wins and losses.
Really?
I at this point, I don't care. Just go out and compete. Don't get your teeth kicked in by Minnesota. Don't get your teeth kicked in by Iowa. Just go out there every Saturday and play hard. And just whatever happens fine. But play for 60 minutes all out. Play for each other. And I think A, good things will happen, but then B, like, you can't be mad about that if you're doing your best every Saturday and playing your
That's a
hardest.
standard drop, though.
Yeah. Don't even get me going on that. Don't even get me going on that.
You had to pull the strings.
There it was. Hey,
Yeah.
when I first
Keeping it real.
when I first came back, okay, so it was like 2007, 2008, and everybody was like, yeah, well, we're in new coaching, we kind of got it. No. The standard is the standard. Once you start lowering the standard, if you lower it one time, it's a whole lot easier to lower it again, even lower than the second time, and then the third time. And that's where we're at now. We decided at some point, well, it's not fair if we hold a new coach to this standard. So let's lower it, right? And then before you know it, now people are saying, what if we can win 6 games next year? I think that would be a good year. Is that where that is where we were at?
No, it was true when we didn't go to a bowl game in Rule's first year. It was like next year was the standard was we can just get
Make
6.
a bowl game.
We can make a bowl game. That was the
that
deal.
was-
I
exactly.
also say that like you talked about wins losses, Grant. I look at no wins losses until they're the quality of the team
Absolutely.
and what the
Yeah.
matchup is. Like you said, beating Akron. It's like, well, we're the Red. We're 3-0. Like that doesn't matter to me. I want to see what's Ohio State look like. What's Oregon look like? What do these teams look like when you play? And like you said, how they play. You know it when you see it. Right? You're watching it and going like, you know what? We did lose. I'll tell you what. I see a lot of good things out there.
Yeah.
I see things that are really, really impressive with what's going on, and that can be a level of getting better.
So if I go out and I'll speak during the year and people are like, well, what do you think? What do you think? What do you think? And I'll be like, all you got to do is just, I don't have to say anything. Like you people, football enough. You've seen great football. You've seen crappy football. Just focus on the football. You're smart enough to figure out whether or not this thing is going in the right direction or not. That's the truth of it. Like, and I'm
100%.
not, and that's not me saying it's going one way or the other. I'm saying for you to know, right? You see the way that timeouts are managed. You see the way, play calling's managed. You see the things. Are they holding on to the football? Do they do the little things right? Like people in Nebraska are educated and knowledgeable enough to figure out on their own whether or not you actually see, like people, they like to say, well, there's been progress every single, I would say maybe the first 2 years, last year was a step back. Okay. I don't care what the record was. The schedule was manipulated. It was a weak schedule to start with. You made it weaker. And you still only managed 7 wins, right?
Yeah,
and getting annihilated in three
last
of the
three
last
games hurt. Last 3 games.
The Minnesota game was probably the biggest hurt.
But that's not me being hard on you. That's just me saying this is the reality. This is like open up your I don't need to say this coach is good, this coach is bad, or whatever.
No, you don't.
Like you look at the football, you could figure it out on your own.
Yeah. Quietly, Minnesota has started to dominate Nebraska.
It is weird.
That doesn't
Quiet.
even,
You're right.
that
It is
doesn't even
quiet.
get
It is
brought
quiet.
up.
That's quietly.
And I tell
No
my
one
dad,
talks about
I
that,
tell my
though.
dad what you just said. My dad will always open a conversation by saying, I don't know football like you. Few people do, but
He played for the Colts in youth football.
But I always tell him, no, don't say that. You've been watching football for literally 65 years. You know football.
Right.
Don't say you don't know football.
Right.
You know it really well, actually.
Yep.
And you're right. You can see on Saturday almost what you need to see.
Right.
Yeah. And when you're watching, you know what it's if it's real.
Yeah.
Right.
All right. Exactly.
I mean, last year though, you avoided Ohio State, no Oregon. Michigan was at home. USC was at home. You didn't play Indiana last year. I mean, it was set up to make a leap to 9-10 games, and they just stayed where they were at. And that's why you have extreme frustration right now.
Well, Grant, Grant, what you said, it's going to stick with me. You just want to see him compete.
But I also think if you bring guys like that in, you reestablish the culture. And then it's not a lot different than what T.O. did as far as you bring in these tough kids in from Nebraska. All right. And now let's sprinkle in some kids from California, Florida, New Jersey. All right. Let's get a collection of just tough guys here, reestablish the culture. Let them come up through it, become upperclassmen, and then let's start bringing in some talent. And it's the Patriot way. You know, you get Randy Moss, you get Napoleon Kaufman, these guys that are cancers on other teams, but they go to a
Corey
team with
Dillon.
but they go to the Patriots where there's a standard, and you do it the Patriot way, and they become model teammates, to become Hall of Famers. You know, it can be done.
How quickly can that happen?
It's gonna time. I mean, you're gonna have to you're gonna have to bring the kids in young and grow them through the the program. So you're talking 2 or 3 years.
Should have been done the first year.
Yeah. But you can still be tough year 1, year 2, and go out and compete.
There probably wasn't a word that T.O. used more in our facility than toughness. He's just be tougher than the opponent on Saturday. If we're tougher, then you got a shot at winning. Just being tougher alone, that was I mean, Bill's talked about it. I mean, like when we would go inside run or we would go goal line, it was like we wanted to. Okay, so on game day, I wanted to hurt the guy across from me, and part of the Jason Peter Toughness Academy that I had, like that was part of it. Like for me, like letting Robinson know, like you're not just when the huddles break for the first play and this guy comes out, like it's not just thinking it in your head, right? Like, okay, I'm gonna be tougher than this guy. It's letting him know, hey, dude, I'm gonna hurt you. I'm gonna put you in the hospital today. Do you know, like that type of thing? And trying to do that play after play after play after play. Like there's a mentality in that's created. You know, you got to have that.
Better recruit it too.
Absolutely. But like I said last week, I'm like you hope that guys are tough, right? I mean, every recruit that you sign ultimately here at Nebraska should look tough on tape, right? Like. It shouldn't be like, oh, he's really good, covering that dig route, but he's soft.
Yeah.
Like then you shouldn't be recruiting. If you think he's soft, then that he's not built for this program. If you're going to pride yourself on being tough, but like a freshman toughness is nowhere even on the same chart as what you need when you're ultimately like a player and being out there as a starter.
Veteran.
Yeah, I'm just like I always like that's one of my reasons that I always wanted to have some ability to get into the odd front. Because I wanted that center to see on film that he doesn't get a release up the field free. Yeah. It's like, okay, I'm going to put a 300-some pounder on you. Yeah. And when he's watching the film, it's like, okay, I got to block him. Yeah. And no matter what, if you line up in certain looks, he has to block you. Yep. And it's like, that's a nightmare. Now, if you're really good at that, but a lot of times it's like when you see a center, like, man, look at him get off. That's because he's uncovered. Yeah. And not because he can climb right to the mic backer. And it's like, okay, block the mic. That's great. Now let's put somebody on him that wants to destroy you in your first snap. Right. I've seen centers just be like, I don't want any more of this. Yeah. And it's and you've seen it in the NFL all the time. That's where you saw why 340-pound guys played first and second down because of what they could do against that guy. Yeah. And it is the same thing you guys would do to tackles, what you would do to guards, all those things to be able to take care of that.
I mean, we Grant and I just had this conversation last week just about general toughness. And we said, could you imagine getting like either junior or senior Christian Peter lining up against one of these true freshmen that come in here today? My God.
Yeah.
My God.
You wouldn't even be able to do
My
it.
God.
It would be bad.
You don't understand.
No, I do.
They'd probably have to,
seriously.
They have to cancel practice. Hey, we're going to go short practice.
Let's not do this.
All of a sudden it's inside run. Inside run's over.
Like,
I did 4 reps.
He would seriously tell him, I'm going to rip your head off with your spine still attached to it and rip it out of your neck. You know, like this freshman offensive linemen would be pissing themselves before they ever put their hand in the dirt.
That's all right.
Yes. Yes, self-urination always gets you. It's always a thing.
Urine is a
urine.
Telltale sign.
Has anybody seen any urine?
There's urine.
Sip, you have to depart.
God bless you.
All right.
Hey, Sip.
Are you meeting with Dannon?
No.
Oh, I thought you were leaving with this. You were meeting with Dannon on
company jet somewhere?
Company jet on this ticket
They will not allow that. Thank you, guys.
The spillover is next, an early break in the ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Nepco and Anderson Ford on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Ticket listeners know a dream team when they see one. At Applied Connective, we've been in the game for 20 years and have developed a team of world-class leaders in all things IT. From cybersecurity and Microsoft products to physical security, audio-video, infrastructure, business phone systems, and anything in between. We'll help you leverage technology to become your most secure, efficient, and profitable. Head to our website to check out real reviews and testimonials and sign up for a free tech consultation. We can show you where you might be vulnerable, inefficient, or overspending. It's a game changer, and it's totally free. Claim yours right now at appliedconnective.com.
The end of the school year is drawing near, which means graduation parties are coming soon. Are you prepared for hosting? Führer's Cheese Spread is the dip that brings everyone together to celebrate graduations and the close to a great school year. And it goes well with crackers, meats, soups, and more. How could you consider throwing a party without it? Get to your local grocery store today and load up on Führer's Cheese Spread. No graduation party is complete without it.
If you're looking for a workplace that feels like home, Midwest Bank might just be the place. We're hiring a personal banker in Lincoln who enjoys helping others and being a part of a close-knit team. With great perks and a community-focused mission, you'll feel right at home here. Porque aquí todos son bienvenidos. Apply today at Midwest Bank. Midwest Bank is an equal opportunity employer. Member FDIC.
Bagels and Joe is the best place to start off your mornings, and you can order your breakfast ahead of time on their app. You can't go wrong with one of their great bagel sandwiches or breakfast burritos. Stop by any of their 4 locations in Lincoln and their location in Seward. Bagels and Joe.
Rico here with HIS Auto Care at 70th and Van Dorn, letting you know HIS is a great place to bring your vehicle for service. With superior service bumper to bumper, we'll treat your vehicle like it's your mother's. Doesn't get any better than that. So call 402-488-8934 and HIS Auto will make you glad you did. 5% off, mention this ad, and for sure your mother will be proud you called. 402-488-8934, HIS Auto Care, 70th and Van Dorn. God bless you.
Nebco is hiring CDL drivers for Ready Mixed Concrete in Lincoln and Palmyra. Ready Mixed offers great pay, medical and retirement benefits, paid time off, and they cover the cost of CDL training. Apply with Ready Mixed Concrete today to be eligible for a $2,500 hiring bonus. From Nebco's beginning in 1908, it's the employees that have formed the company's solid foundation. Start your career today with Ready Mixed Concrete. Visit nebcoinc.com. That's NEBCOINC.com.
Sandhills Global is growing right here in Lincoln. With our expanding campus and continued growth, we're hiring across a wide range of careers, from interns to experienced professionals. Join the team at Sandhills Global and build your career with competitive pay, great benefits, and real opportunities to grow. Visit sandhills.jobs to view openings and apply today. That's sandhills.jobs.
Things that impair you come in many different shapes and sizes. Some are the shape of beer and liquor bottles. Others look like cigarettes but aren't cigarettes at all. These are the things we know impair us, the things our parents warned us about. What we're not always aware of is our new prescription or the over-the-counter medicine we picked up just for allergies or a bad cold. See, it doesn't just matter how much of a substance you take. If you are impaired, driving is deceptively dangerous. Don't drive impaired. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Select Plumbing and Utility has been serving Lincoln and the surrounding area for 14 years, and they're not slowing down. Select Plumbing and Utility handles all your plumbing needs, from faucets and water heaters to full renovations, and they can even help with your heating and cooling needs. They're also Lincoln's underground experts, repairing and replacing broken underground water and sewer lines since day one. Contact Select Plumbing and Utility today at 402-560-6197, assuring excellence in every situation, opportunity, and challenge. That's 402-560-6197.
Hey, it's Grant Wistrom. I co-founded Champ Roofing because I wanted to build a company with real integrity, the kind where you actually trust the people working on your home. We do roof replacements, inspections, gutters, and siding all across Nebraska, Lincoln, Omaha, and everywhere in between. Every job, we show up on time, do the work right, and stand behind it. That's what Champ is built on. Check us out at champ-roofing.com or give us a call at 402-858-7449.
Looking for something fun tonight? Axe throwing, local beer, and great vibes are waiting at Arbor Axe House. From casual nights out to celebrations and team events, it all starts here. Reserve a lane today at arbораxe.com. Arbor Axe House at the corner of N Street and Antelope Valley.
Hello, I'm Steve Sipple, co-host of Early Break, weekday mornings from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. And my favorite thing to do, see, or go to in downtown Lincoln is probably O'Rourke's. It's not like I go there that often, but when I do, it takes me back to my college years. It's always been a very chill bar. Seems like they play good music, just a good vibe in there. And I look forward to my next trip into that bar.
This message is brought to you by the Downtown Lincoln Association and 93.7 The Ticket.
3, 2, 1. The drop is live. Screens freeze everywhere, except yours. You've been training for this moment. And with Allo Fiber's zero-lag precision, you strike first. No lag, no limits, just speed. Can your internet provider do that? Stay ahead of every drop. Visit allofiber.com/all-in.
If you're seeking a career with a growing company, Gaina Trucking and Excavating is hiring and looking for additions to their team. Gaina Trucking has a strong team culture, competitive pay, 401ks, and benefits like health, dental, and vision. Drivers are guaranteed 40 hours per week, even in the winter months, and are home every night. Start your career today at Gaina Trucking and Excavating. Apply today at gainatrucking.com.
We're on the air.
Back
Well, party's starting early today, isn't it?
to more of Early Break on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
It is time for the spillover, sponsored by Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. Mother's Day, 9 days away. Great gift for Mother's Day is a gift card from Raising Cane's. Check them out at raisingcanesgear.com. One love. We've had a lot of questions, but again, thanks again to Jason, Peter, Grant Wistrom for joining us since the 7 a.m. hour. Appreciate
for
you
2
guys.
hours.
Yes,
Thank
this
you.
is great.
You guys are
It's
busy.
like 10 minutes. I
I
feel like
know.
we've been in here for 10 minutes.
It goes quick. Sip had to depart. He had to get to somewhere, but
He's got a lot more free time. You're up on roofs doing roofing.
Yeah.
And Grant's at Firethorn.
Let's be honest.
Jason's at Firethorn.
Okay, we pride ourselves on being on honesty here.
Yes.
Sip is going to marriage therapy
Right now.
Right?
So
Like,
he didn't want to say it, but
Yeah.
that's where he's at. He's meeting Trixie over there, and they're going to work through this.
that's right.
And Jason said, he goes, so you're just going to forget the last 20 years. That's going to be your plan.
That's what you do.
Erase all the things that didn't go right. And
Ballsy.
Ballsy was the word.
Ballsy is the word.
was the key word. Yes, from that, there's no doubt about.
we've had several people texting now. Jason was here last week and told a quick story about Grant's time in St. Louis about Coach Vermeil.
Yeah, we got to
Oh,
hear.
yeah.
People want to address it. Can you bring up exactly what you said and see if Grant agrees, Jason?
Coach Vermeil was Grant's alarm clock for more.
for one game.
Oh, one day.
One game.
One game, is that-
It was
was
just
just one
one.
game?
It was just one.
Well,
Yes.
one is
Stop by
basic.
and
One
woke
is
you
one
up.
game is basically the whole
That's-
season.
if
right?
you-
The whole season's
first
your
of
whole
all-
career.
First of all, Jason's right. Never let facts get in the way of a good story.
True. He never
we don't
does.
need,
Never.
we
Never.
don't. No, we don't.
Yeah.
One game is the whole time
That's
you were
right.
there. That's how I see it
That's
too.
right.
Yeah, that's 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, Grant has borderline narcolepsy, right? Like,
No,
I mean,
it's pretty bad.
it's pretty
I
bad.
used to
So-
fall asleep in Coach
Yeah.
Samuel would have me stand up in meetings because I'd fall asleep so much. And one day he caught me sleeping, standing up in meetings. And
You
he's
just-
like, all right, just sit back down
Yeah,
before you hurt yourself.
well, you would never fall asleep in
Not
Charlie's.
in Charlie's.
No.
No, that wouldn't happen.
See, that was cool. Our senior year, the rush ends came in, and we were together pretty much the entire time through meetings, and then Charlie was kind of coaching them as well. So it was neat to be able to do that our senior year. You know,
So it was just a Grant.
But
It's Coach Vermeil.
so we hadn't beat the 49ers, and we played them twice a year. We hadn't
Yeah.
beat the 49ers for 8 years.
Yeah.
And then finally went out to Candlestick and beat them. So when I came home, it was a good flight home. I mean,
Yeah.
nobody
Those are
was,
fun flights, right? Yeah.
Nobody was sober when the plane
Yeah,
landed.
Yeah.
And Coach lived about 3 doors down from me. And so I just walked down and stuck a Post-it note to his door. It was like, hey, if I'm late tomorrow, give me a call. So,
That's even better.
yeah.
Listen, if I'm late tomorrow, just
Yeah. Give me
swing
a holler.
by.
Yeah.
That is where something is different. You get on a college flight, and that's all I was ever on. Was you get on college flights on the way home? Everybody's happy, but you're just eating like ice cream Dove bars or something, and the coaches are all on their laptops and doing their work, whatever. Now, back in the day, there was no laptop, so you kind of enjoyed your time, and you didn't really sleep much. So I try to sleep, but explain what it's like on a big road win on the flight, especially something like that. Explain what that flight is like coming back home.
well, I'm guessing our experiences are different than theirs today, right? Because we were even as NFL players, we were still back in the coach, in coach, right? You had two big guys, and now they're taking these jumbo jets down to Arrowhead. Do you know what I mean? Where 75% of the team is flying first class. But those the trips back are great. Obviously, they're great when you win. They suck when you lose. But yeah, we didn't have a ton of victorious flights back. When I was in Carolina, Grant probably can speak to that a little better.
we just had a saying: win or lose, we still booze. But but it's a party at 30,000 feet after a big win.
I'm sure.
Oh, I could imagine.
Man.
Yeah,
Good time.
like in college, obviously that's not really the scene, and nor should it be. You don't need a bunch of freshmen all of a sudden having a couple Budweisers on the way home. No.
At the time, I probably didn't feel bad, but now looking back, the flight attendants probably had a rough go around. I mean, every single guy was hitting on the flight attendants on the way home, and it could get a little bit out of hand.
Do you guys remember Jack Snow that played for the Rams?
Absolutely.
Okay, so Jack was our radio guy in St. Louis, and just old school, like to the day he died, still had like creases in his 1970 pants, big lapel collars. Oh yeah, smoking like a chimney, greased over hair, permanent tan. But we were on a flight home one time, and he, this is 90s, 2000, early 2000s. He's in the back of the plane smoking.
Yeah.
He does not care.
Does not care at all.
Flight attendant walks up and she's like, "You can't do that." And he's just like, "Sweetheart, I've been doing this for 30 years. You're not stopping me now."
But the puff smoking on the way
on
back.
the flight.
On the flight back.
Doesn't care.
Oh, God, that's a thing of beauty. Anything else in the text line?
People are saying thank you for the time. And is there a moment besides a national championship memory you guys that sticks out from college, from playing?
I mean, I always think, people ask what favorite game to play in was, I think 96 Colorado. That was kind of here in Lincoln, and it was like an overcast. It was cold, kind of rain, sleet, snow sort of day, and it was just a defensive battle.
Yeah, and that's my favorite game too.
Yeah,
because I wasn't sure if and you were probably in the same boat. Wasn't sure what was going to happen next year, and that was going to be our last game at Memorial Stadium.
Yeah.
So it was the only game because I'm always so hyper focused on the game, the task at hand. That was the only game where I stopped to acknowledge everything and the energy of the crowd, the environment, the weather, and that's just a memory that I carry with me forever. That game.
Tell them what it's like, also, because you have the playing in Memorial was incredible, and then in those games you're talking about, the fans would basically stand the whole game, or they would you would hear the elevation between plays, like all of a sudden their third. It was incredible. But tell them what also the coolness of what it's like to go on the road. Because playing on the road is unbelievable.
Best for a defensive player. If you don't love going on the road more than playing at home, then there's something wrong with you.
It's true.
There's nothing better than going on the road. Like when we went out to Seattle, I mean, and even just from coming out of the tunnel, right? You have the entire band that is in the tunnel, the Washington band. But when the opposing team comes out, they all turn their back on you, right? So you're walking down there, and you can hear, a few of them chiming off on you and stuff. But like going into that stadium, which is notoriously loud.
That's incredible stadium. I've played in it, or coached in it.
Yeah.
Yes.
The best road story though. We're playing out in Boulder, and you've been out there. When you're sitting
coming
on the
down
bench,
that ramp, or at the bench.
Yeah. So you're sitting on the bench,
and the fans can touch you.
Their knees are in your back.
Yeah.
So we're sitting there, and I think it's our sophomore year.
No, it had to be. It was our senior year.
Senior year, yeah. So we're sitting on the bench, and somebody about 2 rows back starts chirping, and he goes, "Hey, Jason, where's your blanking brother?" We're talking about Christian, and Jason turns around, and the guy's been going off.
He went on more than that. He was going off on me for like the first half.
Yeah. So he fires off, "Where's your blanking brother?" And Jason turns around and he's like, "Probably out blanking your daughter."
Oh, no.
This guy starts trying to come over the fence at us. And we're like, please just cross that line.
Just come over the fence. That was one of those. That was one of those kind of hold me back deals too.
Yep. Yeah.
Somebody, I'm going to act like I'm going to go at him. Somebody, please grab me.
Right.
Somebody.
He wasn't coming over that railing.
No, he wasn't.
He knew if he came over that railing, he
was
going to get pounded.
I'm telling you, it's a thing of beauty because when you were at Colorado, Iowa was very close to that. You guys probably never played at Iowa, did? It's very similar how the fans are right there.
Yep.
But Colorado, you can touch them. They're right there. So when you're drawing stuff up, I'd be drawing stuff up, and they're just yelling that. hit's not going to work.
Right.
And they're on you. They are. That's you're
Oh,
the
yeah.
dumbest coach like that. And they would just be on you. And it was cool.
Yeah.
I mean, to go play at some place where there's a track around, like you go to Kansas,
Right.
there was a track around the
Right.
stadium. You had
Yeah.
to run across a
Yeah.
track out
Yeah.
onto the field. And you're like, this is not what I'm
Right.
signed up for. But when you get into those big games like that, where it's heated and they're tight on
Right.
you,
Yeah.
and like you said, I always describe this one. You guys felt it. So Washington was one of the best. When you're out there and the place is full early, then here come the kickers and the long snappers, and they boo. And you're like, man, they're booing the kickers,
Yeah.
and then here come the next phase
Yeah.
out for warm-ups. You're like going, okay, this
Skill
is
guys
on.
are out.
Yeah, skill guys are out, and then this is going to be on. And so you guys played in all those in those arenas, and it doesn't feel to me. I'm sure I'm wrong on this. It doesn't feel. When I watch the NFL, I don't feel the same vibe as going to play at Auburn or at Alabama or at Georgia. It doesn't feel like that when I turn on and I'm watching a game. KC's close,
Right.
but what do
Sure.
you guys think about that? The NFL. What was your take on playing on those road games?
Let's see.
There were some we would play in, like when we would go out to San Francisco. That was pretty heated because the Rams were from LA and all that. And so there's some games where there's a little bit of animosity within the division, but it's nothing compared to college.
Yeah, we were expansion team in '96, so the roots weren't
Sure.
really
New
there.
team still.
I mean, we'd have whenever like the Redskins would come into town or Pittsburgh or Dallas, we were literally playing a road game in our own stadium.
Yeah. Yeah, but you watch it and you never, because there's times like that. It's like going, I'm not even sure if there's people in the game.
Yeah.
And there's 60,000 people there, and I don't even hear them what it is like that, because you don't quite have the same. I use the term like when we'd go to A&M and play. I mean, the sheer pageantry was insanity, seeing the core and all that stuff.
Yeah.
When my wife had her first game in Lincoln, I'm like, we were driving up here. I'm like, you've been to Super Bowls, you've been to big playoff games. I'm like, you have never seen any. And we were playing USC here forever ago. I'm like, you have never seen anything. And she went to Mizzou. I'm like, you have never seen anything like this. And it just totally blew her away. Just like you said, the pageantry, the fanaticism, it's just different in college, especially here. It's just
and it was
different.
great too at the time for us when we were going through it. We were either number one or ranked somewhere in the top, 5 or 7 teams. So we were everybody's, and we were, defending national champions most year. So we were everybody's big game. So even when we'd roll into Baylor or something, like it was probably pretty full, and it was going to be a chaotic atmosphere.
Yeah, I remember being down there. I think it was Tommy's freshman year when he started. We were at Missouri, and the game got tight, and we came out at halftime, and the berm had completely filled.
Yeah.
It was like there wasn't completely filled, and all of a sudden the game was, and it turned into a game. And we ended up winning, obviously. I remember, and I think the next game was when we beat, then we came and played Colorado at night and beat them by like 50. Came back. But I remember that game coming out at halftime going, oh, wow. It's a little different in the end
They
zone.
do have fans here.
Yeah, I do have fans here.
And the little tricks that, other teams play when you go into their place. I mean, even Missouri down there in 97, what people didn't know or could realize maybe from the TV was how thick and long the grass was in between the hashes. Like, so, and it was wet. Like I remember the first time trying to get off the ball in a big clump of grass. And that was the game where the sprinklers went off in the middle of the game. Right. So they purposely had kind of, that was how they were going to slow down at least like our pass rush. They were going to, slow us down in between the tackles there. And but that like, that's the cool thing.
Isn't that a thing of beauty though?
Absolutely.
Imagine getting together. What are we going to do? Well, let's get the field manager in here, and here's what we're going to do. We're not cutting any grass, and we're going to water it, and then all of a sudden have the sprinklers come on. They'll think it's funny, but it's not. This was planned out. This is strictly planned out. God, that's awesome. I mean, that is the sheer again. That's college football.
To win. Hell
yeah. It's like, okay, all right, that's kind of fun. There was always. It talked about forever. No one really proved it, I guess, that there was microphones at Oklahoma State that would amplify the crowd noise. That was talked about a little bit also at that time.
Yeah. That was the first game that we started that Oklahoma State down there Thursday night on TV. Yeah. Boy, I remember so nervous. That was a national televised game. Was
that coach's 200th win? Was that when that
I think
was?
So.
Was that the net?
LP went off.
Nuts.
Yeah. It was.
Well, this has been a lot of fun. It's been Jason Peter, Brent Wistrom for 2 hours, guys. Thank you so much.
That was awesome.
You're welcome.
We didn't even talk about the farm animals.
We didn't even
That's
talk
next
about
time.
donkeys. Like
No.
that. Hey, how do we get a hold of this? We have
Matt Hunting.
we have
didn't
a-
get- What happened to Matt
Yeah,
Hunting?
Matt
Did we ever-
Hunting.
We'll get next week.
Okay.
I have a phone number. I have a
We'll call
phone number.
Matt
I have
up.
locked a phone number up, so I do have that.
All
The
right.
inventor of the bones.
That's right.
Yes. Like that. Thank you, guys.
All right,
Thank
guys.
you.
Thanks so much. The drive is next. See you next week.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Presented by NIPCO on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.